Okay.
Rest in Paris.
Shit. How about now? Can you hear me? Could you possibly hear me?
I am trying to get my stream set up, so hang on.
Yep, I can hear you.
Okay. Good. All right. Anthony P, it has been a while. Thank you for coming by the stream, my man. When we start reading the book, I probably won't be reading chat a bunch, but we'll wait a few minutes, just kind of chat.
That will in fact be the case for my stream as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I am trying
this book, if you guys, I don't know, for everybody who's going to be watching, if you've seen the first stream, you'll know this book is a nightmare to try and get through. And if we're going to have any hope of possibly getting through this book, goddamn, we're gonna need all the brain cells and attention we can get. So, let me introduce who I have on here so far. Currently, we've got Psychonautic Therapy.
Ayo.
And then, of course, we have Zombie Fan.
Stop.
And these two are gonna fucking weather the storm with me. And then we should be having a few more people stopping by as well. Keems of Regret should also be stopping by. And then as well as this is Jordan CS No, BT3025, Crab Named Heller, and potentially Brother Near 2.0. But we will have to see. I'm not sure
what he's doing.
I am not sure either. I hope, but honestly, I can't blame him if he doesn't want to stop.
I mean, he might stop by to watch, but I don't know if he's going to stop him, to be fair.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, it's a Harman Smith book. Like, it's going to be awful.
Yeah. Now, I do expect TPG to show up at some point. For those of you at home who are wondering who TPG is, that is that PlayStation gamer. TPG might as well be Harman Smith's, like, fucking abusive uncle, because, man, that he just fucking pounds the hell out of Harman every time Harman does anything stupid, which is good, because, honestly, Harman deserves it. Like, he's Really is. Just genuinely. Anthony, I am really sorry to answer this question. We are on chapter 1 still.
Yeah.
Because
we are in fact still on chapter motherfucking 1. We never got past chapter 2 last time. In the 3-something hours that we went through this book. Nope.
Yeah. That last stream, by the way, I think, hopefully you guys like the little image I have put together for you. Unfortunately, that is the only image that you are going to see for the next little bit. And more so than anything, it's to protect your eyes from the words on the page, because that's for us. That's for us. We don't want you to have to see that.
Yeah.
Last time we read this book, we went for 3 hours and 20 minutes.
Jesus.
Yeah, my stream was about 10 minutes shorter, I believe, because we fucked around for a little bit after. So, yeah,
in this book, we only got 7% into this fucking book. 7%. Oh, it's written really badly. We're gonna have to try to, like, stay on some type of schedule with reading this book, like in terms of not necessarily consistency of streams. I was gonna say in terms of, like, just trying to read it, because we stop and chat a lot, but honestly it's really hard not to because it's so poorly written. Whether it was the fucking furries in the beginning of the book, God, what all even happened? Psycho, you seem to remember a good chunk of this book.
You're also asking me while I'm multitasking, so fuck knows if I'm gonna remember shit. God, I don't remember exactly where we left off. I just know that they definitely left the police station. They got out of that weird magic car thing. The white dress lady was explaining, like, dude's powers to him or some shit, because she was explaining the whole weird old order that they fucking,
he had, like, a hard-on for her or some shit. There was a lot of weird sexual tension that was unnecessary and unneeded.
Way more
sexual tension than need be. Yeah, it was dumb. It was really, 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 really dumb. And like, you know what's weird too? We don't even know what the fuck the Order of the Dragon is yet. I don't think, do we?
Like, I think that was the Ancient Order thingy that I was just talking about. That like, dude, fucking, that the white dress lady is from. That she's like trying to bring Jack or whatever the fuck his name is to.
Yeah, which like, can we just talk? Okay, what was his name again? Jet Kiryu, right?
I think.
Yeah, that was the name. Oh my god, man. It's
Bro,
so fucking painful.
I barely remember what happened after they got out of that car. I'm not gonna lie.
I think they went to a hotel. I think. That's about as much as I remember.
I mean, we could just like read a paragraph or so previous just to refresh. Like, what the fuck were they doing?
Yeah, why the fuck not? We could do that. Let's see here. Oh, Anthony says, is South Park Satan in the background? He sure is. In the background, on the tippity top of that little volcano back there, I decided to put South Park Satan. Because honestly, he's more holy than this book is gonna be.
Let me bring chat up on my phone, guys, so I can see my fucking chat here. So
Cool.
I'm not retarded.
Oh, thank you, Anthony. Also, yes, I am almost at 600 subs. Hey, Psycho. Nier's in the chat for you.
Ayo, what's up, a B? Oh god.
Sorry about that. It's just family stuff.
Oh, you're
your
good,
boy
my man.
wife? You're my femboy wife. Come on. What's up, y'all? We're having a good time. Sorry, I'm just getting chat up on my phone now. We should be good to go. I'm trying to fix the fucking chat on this to actually make it so y'all can see it.
Boys, I am gonna run real quick to grab another can of Mountain Dew. I don't have alcohol for this, and I really should have got some. But all I got are the fucking.
I had alcohol
Pass it through
last
the
time, but
screen,
I don't
coward.
this time.
I'm gonna run real quick and grab more caffeine. I will be right back.
Alright,
boys, entertain the chat.
Hey guys, time for more Dame Brammer to see. Yes, we're going to be reading Harman Smith's bullshit here. I'm trying to figure out a good place to put chat.
Fucking.
Because I haven't.
This is gonna be awful.
I have not fucked with this screen at all until this very stream. So trying to figure out how this all fits on here is. We're doing that on the fly. And I do not want to grab the fucking. I'm trying to move this, you jackass. I hate you, OBS. Why?
Because OBS is like, you know what? Fuck you.
Pretty fucking much. Guys, where's a good spot to put chat? Fuck it, I'm leaving it here. You can see what you can see.
Amen.
This is where chat is staying, so have fun.
Alrighty, boys. I think we've done enough waffling around.
Fuck.
We got a few people that are going to be a little late.
Yeah, Keems is supposed to show up. BT is supposed to show up.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Jordan C.S. Snow will also be coming on as well. He said he's running a little late as well.
Alright. So, you got the book up, Race? I cannot see your Discord.
I do. Give me one moment here. And then, okay. Alright, I think I'm in. Hey, Sergi, thanks for showing up, man. We're going to go ahead and start reading. So, apologies for not reading chat. Talk amongst yourselves. You can get ready for this shit, man. But we will be taking a break at some point to read chat. But when we're reading, probably not.
Oh, God.
Okay, boys. You ready for this shit?
No,
Okay,
I never am.
I'm backing up a couple pages just so we know. Let's start from like maybe here, and I can start too. I'll start on this side of the page. Can you guys see? Okay.
Yes, I can
Yeah, I
see.
can see it.
Alright,
Okay,
guys,
very good.
Brace for brain damage.
Okay, cool. Let's start right here. This looks like a good place to start. All right, boys. Eye of the Dragon by Cody Lee. We are still in the middle of chapter 1. All we really know about this book from the last thing we read is the fact that this guy got thrown in jail and this big titty goth lady came and like broke him out or some shit.
I mean, you want my
Kitty
quick
goth lady?
You want my quick summary before you start reading? It's basically
why don't you?
Jack and his girlfriend broke up. He found his girlfriend out in the fucking alley of his apartment, like, later on. Apparently she was a rape victim. He gets accused for it. The police do a terrible job investigating it. He gets
Excuse me?
Yeah, he gets what, charged for it and all that, and arrested and thrown in jail. Then big titty fucking white dress goth lady comes and breaks him out with a sexy European accent, by the way. They get into a vehicle, drive away. Last thing I remember, they got out of the vehicle, and it was a different car from what he got into. And she was explaining the Order of the Dragon to this guy, which is the big secret order that goth lady's from that deals with all this mystic bullshit in this world.
What?
Yeah, that was actually, Psycho, that was literally perfect. I could not have pictured a better way to talk about it.
That is what I remember from where we last left off, guys.
What is world building? Fucking hell. Just hearing that summary hurts my head already.
Oh, doesn't it?
Yeah, this world building is not great in the slightest.
And I didn't even address the fucking prologue.
Nor did we address the terrible spelling. Nor did we address the terrible name comparisons. His name is Jack Kiryu. His girlfriend's name is Rose.
Well, his name is what?
Yeah, but Jack Kiryu.
Did he literally give the guy the first name of the protagonist from Yakuza?
Yes.
What the fuck?
Yeah, but he gave his characters names, like, it's Jack and Rose, like the Titanic.
Oh my god. Oh. Subtlety!
Yeah, he's not known for that. Alright.
So let's get into it then, shall we?
To mentally prepare, I'm doing a shot.
Let's do it. Do a shot. Get ready. I'm gonna wait for you to finish that shot because I don't want you to, like, choke on it.
I'm all good.
Okay, let's do it. Hey Rose, it's me, he said. I just wanted to check up on you and make sure you're safe. If you can't find anywhere to stay tonight, feel free to come back. He put up the phone and yawned. He doubted that she would be back, but he wasn't sure whether she had any friends who would be willing to deal with her on short notice. She certainly didn't have the money for a hotel. He fell asleep almost immediately, his mind whirling with thoughts and plans of what he was going to do next. His dreams were soft and pleasant. He had a nice, stable job that he enjoyed. The people around him were wonderful and friendly. Rose was there and smiling. She looked happy and very beautiful. He had had very similar dreams for as long as he could remember.
Guy didn't add a fucking comma, Jesus.
Oh yeah, punctuation is pretty much out the window in this book.
Yep.
And redundancies. Many redundancies.
Yay!
Yes. Yeah, there are many sentences that follow it up with, like, exactly what had just happened.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Or it's just overusing the same word when it's, like, does nothing to the sentence.
Oh my god. Like, okay, I have a little experience in writing. I'm not professional. I'm not gonna try and write a book because I'm not that fucking stupid, but yeah, using the same word's good for emphasis, but if you keep on doing it, it just feels redundant.
Zombie fan, let me tell you the type of person we're really dealing with here. I was watching him on stream last night. He mispronounced the word gist as gist. And he's an author.
Oh my god.
What's the word I'm looking for? For not clarity, for reference, I asked him in a stream one time what he did for work. He goes, I'm actually an author. And I was like, wait a minute, you're telling me the only money you make is off the books you write? No,
my god.
Shot. Absolutely not. No way.
There's no way. Like, I think last according to his Twitter page before it got nuked because he's a bigoted piece of shit. It said they lived in California, and as somebody who lives next door to California ain't cheap.
Yeah.
So Harman has to be doing work outside of, like, writing books. I mean, come on. J.K. Rowling lived in her fucking car. She wrote Harry Potter.
I don't even like Harry Potter, but I'll give Harry Potter a point over Harman here.
Dude's definitely a male hooker on the side.
I was just thinking, like, maybe he's like sucking dick for the boiler room he lives in.
Maybe. Landlord
I
comes
would-
up being like, Harman, it's that time of the month again. Okay, I'll get on my knees.
Alright.
The idea that he'd only have to do it once.
But yeah, let's get back into this.
All right. How different they were from the reality he faced every day. In the end, Rose was no different than anyone else. He awoke feeling refreshed. So refreshed, in fact, that he immediately leapt out of bed without even looking at the clock. He was halfway through with getting dressed before his eye fell on the clock. It was still in the middle of the night. He stepped back into the living room and looked around. Everything was just as he had left it. Excuse me. He checked his phone, frowning. Rose had not called him back. He was a little worried they had fought. Sure, and he was fine with the idea of them breaking up, but she had left rather suddenly with no real plan. He hoped she was alright. He threw himself back into the applying.
What?
He threw himself back into applying, a little disappointed when he realized he had not heard from anyone yet. Another couple of hours passed by before he again decided to call it quits and go back to bed. He still had not heard from Rose, but he was fairly confident that she was all right. He got back in bed and closed his eyes, and felt himself relax into sleep. When he awoke, he was still dark. Wait, you know what? Sorry, guys. I just realized I think I am... Oh, shit. God, I am so... It's been so long since I read this book. We're actually in the part where she's about to get raped by the monster.
Oh, is it the mystery piss?
Yeah.
I think it is the mystery piss, isn't it?
Yeah, its skin was unusually cool to the touch, and its body felt flaccid, and then, yeah. It was made of cartilage rather than bone.
Oh, right. Yeah, I forgot about that part, too.
Yeah, shit. What? How didn't he describe it as like a warm, mysterious piss or something? Basically, just on his girlfriend, and then he went to jail.
Well, what happened was the thing pissed on him, and the detectives never looked into it.
Yeah.
Because, what is forensics?
Yeah, basically.
Oh, yeah, not applicable. Let's see. Yeah, let me just skip a couple pages here. Okay.
Harman is into tentacles? I don't fucking...
There's a very strong chance of that.
Like I said...
Oh god, that's scary.
Like, we already know that they didn't address the mystery piss, but still, that doesn't mean he's into tentacles.
We already know that he's probably into big titty goth girls, and that saddens me.
Harman Smith watches Zone Town? I don't even want to know what that is.
Zotan is an 18+ artist.
Okay, good to know.
So, yeah.
Okay, here's a good place to start. A bright white limousine came cruising up to the station.
Oh,
its
yeah,
back
this.
door popped open. Yeah, here we go. This is a good one.
Yeah, this is
After
a good place
you,
to
she
start.
said. And Jack did not need to be told twice. He raced down the steps and leapt into the car. The woman leapt in after him and shut the door behind them. Lose them, she said shortly, as she sheathed the sword in her jacket. Jack stared at her. She wasn't even breathing hard. The entire ordeal had been nothing to her. The car took off. Jack felt an intense thrill well up inside of him as he looked back at the station. He laughed as angry-looking cops came filtering out of the building, searching for them. Did they see us get in? Someone did, surely, the blonde said quietly, but I doubt they will be able to find us now. What do you mean? She did not answer. She had pulled out the folder again and was writing on it. Jack fell silent, out of respectful silence. What?
It's redundant.
But then-
It's redundant.
But then a thought crossed his mind. What about Rose? Ah, the woman closed her folder with a snap. Yes, your girlfriend. My ex, Jack said quickly. We broke up, I think. Your girlfriend, the woman repeated, will be fine. I know you are worried about her, but the police will not do anything to touch her.
What?
Okay, hold on, guys. I'm getting what's the word? Indigestion from this shit.
Also, we broke up, I think. Did you break up or not?
He's trying to impress the big titty goth woman.
Oh my god.
Well, yeah, to be fair, he is.
Okay, listen, think with your other head, Jack.
They weren't supposed to lock you in with me, right? He asked disparagingly, or treat me as badly as they did. She fell silent. That is an
I don't like where
interesting
this is going.
No.
she said at last, despite what you may have been told in school, Mr. Kiryu, superstitious fear is still very much prevalent in the modern world. What do you mean? The woman paused, clearly trying to decide where to begin. Mr. Kiryu, what you described to the police is something demonic in nature. Humanity, generally speaking, feels a strong aversion to evil and do everything in their power to destroy it. Or in instances where that is simply not possible, distance themselves from and ignore it. It takes a very strong heart to stand up to evil in its physical form in the way you did. Jack frowned. It wasn't that difficult, he told her. Anyone would have done the same. Your neighbors did not, and the police did not. Not because they are terrible people, but because humans are predisposed to treat demons in this way. It is a primal survival mechanism, one that goes back to the very dawn of humanity.
Is that why they
Most
couldn't
people-
recognize the mystery piss? The forensics, they just couldn't.
According to the human survival instinct, they cannot identify demon piss.
Hey, Bob, get in here. What's this demon piss we looking at? Bob comes in the room. Oh, that's just that primal jizz, eh?
Primal cum.
Be that-
And
that's basically the fossilized cum, eh?
Fossilized
Oh
cum.
shit! Oh shit! It's demon jizz! Everybody run away!
Oh god, fossilized.
Oh my god!
Oh my god. I'm also like I don't remember the timeline of this book, like when it came out, but I'm almost positive at this point that he played Resident Evil Village very near the time this book was written.
It is.
Because
It's
Rose is also the name of the baby in Resident Evil Village. This lady kind of gives me Lady Dimitrescu vibes.
I mean, yeah, she's
mm.
big white dress lady.
Yeah, like
Oh no!
Jack kind
Only
of has some
difference is
Ethan
she's
vibes.
blonde.
Oh,
Yeah.
Harman,
Oh.
don't do my girl Lady D injustice, okay? I will not tolerate that shit.
I simp for Lady D. Most people are incapable of comprehending demons or recognizing their behaviors at all. What are you talking about? Jack asked, a little exasperated. That makes no sense. How could they not see it? It was right there. The blonde turned to look at him. Jack calmed down immediately once his eyes met her gorgeous blue ones. Jack, the blonde said, tell me more about yourself. He wasn't about to refuse. He liked the way this conversation was going. I'm 24 years old, a dropout, unemployed, unable to pay my rent. You always start off conversations this way? She asked in a matter-of-fact sort of way. Jack was pleased to see, not judging him.
Oh my
Jack
God.
grinned. I find it's best to get the terrible stuff out of the way first, the woman nodded. He noticed that she was taking notes again. Tell me more about your upbringing. I was kicked out of my parents' house at 14. The pen began moving even faster. I jumped from foster family to foster family until I was 16. I kept getting relocated.
Darkness. No parents.
I'm 14 and this is deep.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Why?
I've come to
I
talk
wasn't
to
a good
you
fit for
again.
any of the families. There was trouble. Jack paused, hesitating a little. They didn't really like me, he said quietly. No one does, really.
Or maybe you're just an unlikable cunt.
The chances are high on that one.
Just a
The
terrible
pen was
child.
still. He's
God
the fucking
damn it.
lead.
God
He's the
damn it,
lead
Jack.
character from Hatred.
Oh, my name is not important.
Important.
He's Mr. Not
Jack, your
Important.
dinner's ready. I told you that's not my name.
I
The
mean,
pen was still scribbling even now. Oh, did you want to say something?
I was gonna say his boss in like the first chapter, didn't he have like this idea that Jack was gonna shoot up the place or something?
Oh yeah, that's
So-
right.
Ow.
He got called into the office and he had security in there because he thought Jack was gonna like hurt somebody.
Yeah.
What?
Uh,
Yeah.
I must
They
say,
didn't
Mr.
like me. Nobody really does. Well, maybe that's because you're just boring.
Just an unlikable dick.
Maybe you got rid of that old yee ass haircut. You gotta get some bitches on your dick.
Persona guy, I don't know how these books get published. I'm pretty sure he just, like, fucking puts them out there himself, so...
He
Amazon-
self-publishes, yeah.
It's through an Amazon program he uses. I think it's like Vista or something.
Yeah, it's
I
not
can't
hard
remember
to
what it's
put
called.
your own writing out there to be sold. You're just
Yeah.
not going to have any recognition from an actual publisher.
Yeah, exactly. The pen was still scribbling even now that he had fallen silent. He had not thought about this in quite a while. Ever since he had met Rose, in fact, his heart had over time become so hardened to the loneliness that he barely even registered how poorly he was treated by those around him.
Crawling in my skin. I swear to God.
They will not heal.
Oh my God! That just screams like I am so edgy and lonely.
I must say, Mr. Kiryu, the blonde said as she tapped her pen against her leg, the more we speak, I become more and more convinced that you are exactly what I am looking for. Oh wait, cue horny boy, here we go.
Oh boy.
Jack felt his throat dry up. He was not used to women being so forward.
You just
what?
had a girlfriend!
You just had a girlfriend, you fuck nugget. Give it some time.
Keep in mind, by the way, this shit, like, the timeline of this shit is supposed to all have happened within, like, the last 6 hours.
Well, no. A bunch of it all happened in the last 6 hours, and then there was a bit of a time skip because he was
that's right.
he was in custody for a while.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. The fact that he's got a time skip in the first chapter.
So weird.
The fact that everything that happened before that time skip was supposed to have happened within one night, though, because he went to bed, woke up, went to bed, all this shit, did a, 47, resume fill-outs or whatever the fuck, application fill-outs for different jobs.
Said he said that,
in, an 8-hour period. Oh, I'm so dumb.
That's how you can tell Harman's never had a job.
you can tell he'd never applied for a job a day in his life.
No. The blonde gave him a small smile. I never told you my name, she told him. Or what I do for a living. Understandable given the circumstances. This was too good to be true, Jack thought wildly. A hot chick with a sword burst into prison to break him out and confess her love within 15 minutes.
Listen, Jack, you just met her. She is not gonna fuck you.
Harman horny, let's go.
Harman being down bad in his book.
Oh, Harman horny as fuck.
Okay, listen, Harman. Here's how to get that tension out. There is this lovely site called Xvideos you can go to.
God. Harman, it's free.
It's free. And best what? You can type in whatever you want, and it will come up.
Yeah, but you know he wants to live out some weird fantasies in these books. That's why he's writing them.
Look, Harman, look, I know you probably don't have a phone, but if you go on your Wii U and you go to the web browser, you just type in browsers, it'll come it'll come up, all right, man?
Oh.
The Nintendo Switch doesn't have a web browser, but it's all right. Just go to your Wii U.
Just use the web browser, just type in browsers or Xvideos and just go there. Relieve all that tension.
Yeah, it's so easy. You don't have to write a book. It's not. Ugh.
Harman needs to collab with me.
Money.
Why would Harman want to collab with us? What the fuck?
Oh, Harman would not collab with me. I make Steam Deck videos, for Christ's sake, and the man would not want to fucking collab with me.
I've done videos on Harman. He does not like me.
I do videos and I stream him all the time because he's so dumb.
Oh, he's easy target.
He's super easy.
Okay, see, he was suddenly really thankful that he had sort of broken up with Rose before all of this happened.
What? The bitch walked out of your apartment and got you in custody for rape. Excuse me? That's not sorta, bro.
The blonde placed her hand on her chest. My name is Lucille Langley, she said, and I am a knight of the Order of the Dragon. Jack's heart skipped a beat. A knight? He repeated, amazed. Like an actual knight? Yes, she said, giving him the warmest smile he had ever seen from her. She seemed quite pleased with her enthusiasm. We are quite different than traditional knights, of course. The times have changed, but we are still very much committed to defending the world from evil. Whoa, Jack said again, feeling even more excited than he had been just moments before. The fantasy of Lucille being in love with him was forgotten in an instant. But, what are you doing here? I mean, you obviously are an American. I came for you. What?
Oh my.
She smiled. I came when I
Yeah.
received your report, she explained. We keep an eye out for stories like this in hopes of aiding people who may not be equipped to help themselves. I flew out from Italy to meet you, Mr. Kiryu. What did you need to speak with me about, Jack asked. You just wanted to clear up this little business with the demon, or what? I wanted to confirm your story before proceeding to the next step, she told him. I wanted to make absolutely sure that what you encountered was indeed an incubus. An incubus? A male seduction demon, she said. Are you guys cool with me, like, making Jack's voice like a fucking stoner, by the way?
Yeah,
I don't-
it kind of fits a little bit.
Okay, because I
Does
feel
not
like
matter
it
to
could...
me.
Okay, cool. They lay on top of women... Okay, hold up. A male seduction demon, she said. They lay on top of women and have their way with them. You described their behavior and appearance quite accurately, even though it was dark. What are you going to do now? Firstly, she said, we are going to go back to my hotel, contact my superiors to have this business with the police cleared up, and we are going to discuss what to do about Rose. What about Rose? Incubi generally target the same victim multiple times, Lucille explained. Particularly young, beautiful women who live unsatisfactory sex lives.
Oh. Congratulations, Harman. You managed to go ahead and do a major stab to your main character.
Oh my god. Oh, Jack glared at her. She gave a surprise start. She had clearly not meant to offend him. Oh, please forgive me, she said quickly. I didn't mean... He was miffed enough to end the conversation there. He stared out the window for the remainder of the trip.
Why
Wow,
do you
what
guys...
a child.
Why do you guys in the chat want a fucking Netflix adaptation of this? No.
No.
Get that the fuck out of here.
Well, to be fair, this is something Netflix would probably put out.
Would
I
they...
mean, with the type of track record they're on now, maybe.
I don't think they would be able to fix it, Person Man Guy, no.
Oh, God.
I don't think they would fix it.
They came to stop outside a large, fancy hotel. Jack felt his throat dry up as they stepped out in front of it. Man, that man's throat is dry as a motherfucker. Jesus Christ.
Drink some water, my man. Jesus.
Some milk!
He
would never be able...
He needs some of that goth milk.
Oh, Keems is here. Let's go.
Oh, Keems?
Keems has arrived.
Hello.
How we
About
doing,
to do
Keems?
something extremely wicked.
Oh. Welcome,
Right.
welcome, Keems. Everybody, welcome,
hello.
Keems of Regret to the... I almost said to the Maury show. God damn. God damn it, man. I'm losing it.
And Jordan just
Drink
arrived.
some water, yes, Near. The motherfucker's thirsty as shit.
Working? Bro, is this show working?
Oh, what's up?
Oh, wait, is
What's
this
up?
Jordan?
Jordan
Yep.
is here now, too.
Yeah,
Oh,
Hello.
fuck, we got all the boys in. What's up?
bro, not much, man. Just at school,
Oh, fantastic.
bro.
Wait, oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I was going to say, that's right. I forgot that.
That's a
I forgot
perfect
summer's
time.
technically over.
Bro,
Bruh.
Jordan,
you guys
are you...
wrote the whole thing.
Oh, I fucking wish, man. We are still in the first chapter currently.
Bro,
Don't remind me.
From the last stream.
Oh,
we
fucking
still-
Don't remind me.
Bro.
Psycho, you want to give the quick updated where we're at now? Psycho does a really good job of kind of summarizing what's
You
happened
want me
in
to
the book
summarize
so far.
chapter 1 again up to here?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
yo,
Okay, alright, here we go. Okay. Jack and Rose, they were a couple. Jack got fired from his job. Rose broke up with him. She was out in the hallway of her apartment after they broke up, got raped by a weird monster. Jack got pissed on by the weird monster and then got put in custody because he was accused for the rape and got arrested for it because Rose accused him of it. And the detective work was terrible because there's no forensics in this world, apparently. So Jack was thrown into custody. He was arrested. Then fucking discount lady Dimitrescu, or whatever the fuck, however you pronounce it, came in, broke him out, and now she's explaining this weird European Order of the Dragon that she wants Jack to be a part of.
This
And
sounds like
and this is chapter 1.
This sounds like some really bad hentai that got rejected.
Yeah, there was a weird prologue that like had some like furries in it, and we weren't sure what to make of that.
Yeah, well, White Dress Lady was in there too, and then there was the furry lady that like robbed people and jumped off the building or whatever, remember?
Yeah, and that was the prologue, and it had nothing to do with the chapter 1 at all.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Bro,
Harman, what are you doing?
that is...
Yes, the mystery piss
Bro, that
monster is the
entire-
incubus near. That's what we're putting together.
Bro.
Wait, how
None
many
of what you
words is this
said
book?
made any sense.
I think the
So-
book is 300 something pages, 400 something pages.
So
How many words? Do you know?
Bro.
I could
Or
look
at least like
I don't.
or like one chapter. How much does like one chapter average?
we don't know.
I'm
We're still on chapter 1.
Yeah,
Oh,
one of the
oh.
problems is the way the chapters are broken up. So like,
No. It's
I
one of
think
those
this
books.
chapter, yeah. So right now, oh shit, what did I do? Let me go back here. So right now we're on, what is this? I think this is 8% of the book, and I think chapter 1 doesn't end till 12 or 14% of the book.
My
Yeah.
god.
How many
Jesus.
chapters are there?
Well,
You know, I can't remember who it was. I think it was one of my
Who's
friends who
giving this
watches my
book
YouTube
5
videos.
stars?
Bro,
It's got
One
two
of my
5
friends who
stars on
watches-
Goodreads.
what the fuck?
it's got 2 5 stars. Did it go up since last time? Because I thought I only had 1 last time.
For this book. He got 5 stars for this book about a giant piss monster.
Incubus
okay.
as of just recent.
So yeah, let's get back into reading it. The amount of
Okay.
chapters
Alright.
isn't that important. Let's just read.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay.
Let's go.
Okay, here we go. Let's see here. Thank you, Lucille. Thank you, Lucille said to the driver. Feel free to take a break. I expect it will be another day before we are ready to take to the field again. She stepped back as the window rolled up and the blue car took off down the street. Jack stared at it, frowning deeply. It may have been just his imagination, but he was sure that the car had been a different color. Lucille smiled at him. Welcome to my world, Mr. Kiryu, she said. Please follow me. She led him into the hotel and into the elevator. Jack noticed lots of stairs follow them. He wasn't sure whether they were checking out Lucille, wondering what such a grungy guy like him was doing in this hotel, or speculating whether or not they were an item. Lucille, however, paid them no mind. They entered the elevator and she pounded the key, shooting them upward. I have already taken the liberty of preparing your sleeping quarters, she told him. The suite I
Pounding the
rented
keys,
has...
by the way.
Bro, she can't just press the key. She's gotta fucking...
Pound the
Like
keys.
of all the words,
Fucking
of all the
muda,
words he
muda, muda.
chose- of all the words he chose to describe pressing a button on an elevator, pounding the key.
I will, in
With all the
fact, pound
sexual
your
tension
keys
up to
near.
this point. With all the sexual tension in this book up to this point, it's very, very apt that it would be that, as opposed to...
Oh, yeah.
Harman is probably
Is he...
typing.
Is what's his name gonna pick up what's her name with... I'm gonna pound your keys?
Yeah, I think it's safe to
I'll
say
be
that Harman
this
is type. Yeah, I think it's safe to say that Harman is typing this with one hand.
Look, all I'm saying here is that I'll be disappointed if that doesn't happen.
Well, I know I gotta go pound Nier's keys after this stream for sure. So you know.
my!
Oh my.
Bro,
The suite I rented has 2 bedrooms. Jack tried to keep the disappointment off of his face as the elevator doors slid open and they stepped out. This floor was thankfully empty. He followed her down the hall and to her door. She raised her key and the doors clicked. Or the door clicked. Sorry, that was my bad. It was a nice, pleasant, spacious area. Jack found himself taking to it immediately. It was bigger than the apartment he was sharing with Rose. We can't go back to your apartment just yet, Lucille noted, as she sized him up. So we're going to need to get you new clothes. Oh, I don't have cash. I am very much aware. I'll pay. Jack felt himself twinge irritably. You don't have to do that. I do, she told him firmly. I'm not letting you stay here with the things to change into. Before he knew it, he was giving her his measurements, and she had placed an order for new clothes to be transported to the room the next day. Now, Lucille said, until then, let us speak more about what is to come. What do you mean? Rose, she replied simply. I want to meet her. Why? To give her something that will protect her, she said. Why did he put a... Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm looking at the wrong punctuation. This man has
Lord.
such bad punctuation. It is not hard to ward off incubi. It will be a simple matter. Besides, I doubt you want her to remember you as a rapist.
She's going to, though.
Okay.
That's gonna be kind of hard not to do.
Yeah.
He spent time in prison for that shit. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Bro.
When the forensics
felt
was so
like
bad that they didn't identify the demon mystery piss, and you got blamed for the rape, all roads point to you, bro. Like this.
Yeah.
Bro.
And it's not like it's like, oh, I'm sorry that you forced yourself on me. It's like, yeah, stay the fuck away from me or I'll shoot you because you forced yourself on me.
Hey, can I take
My
over?
God.
Can I take over reading Euro Lady's lines?
Yeah. Would you like to read?
Yeah.
It is he bent his head right here.
All right. He bent his head. No, I don't. I would like you to come with me, she told him gently. You may be able to help her in a way I could not. Jack laughed humorlessly, my bad. I can't make her forget what happened. You shouldn't even try, Lucille advised him. Just make sure she knows. My bad. Just make sure she knows that you're... Fuck, this is buffering, my bad. Just make sure she knows that you're there for her. Okay? Okay. Alright, Jack said. I don't think the police will let us see her, though. Lucille gave him a... Why is this right after the dialogue? What the fuck?
I
This is so
don't know. It's so.
This should be a new
funky.
paragraph.
Yeah.
Lucille gave him a small, knowing smile. Actually, I happen to know on... Actually, I happen to know on good authority that Rose has been sent home. Really? Yes, Lucille told him. We will give her some time alone and then meet with her tomorrow. She reached for her phone now. Now, what would you like for dinner? He wasn't expecting her to immediately agree to pizza. She had seemed a little too classy for that, but within half an hour, the two of them were sitting on the hotel couch, slices in hand, talking. So, what exactly is the Order of the Dragon? What do you do? Lucille's eyes sparkled. I see I have piqued your interest, she said. I am very glad that you asked that. She set the slice of pizza on the paper plate in front of the... Are they really using paper plates on a luxury hotel?
Really? You're not using fancy looking fucking plates? My god.
Jeez, okay. She set the slice of cheese...
Luxury hotels.
Yeah, man. I have a feeling that Harman has never been to one.
I don't think he's ever been to a hotel, period.
I don't think he leaves his basement.
His boiler
Every
room.
hotel he's been
He
to is
doesn't
Hotel
leave the
Transylvania.
boiler.
She set the slice of pizza on the paper plate in front of her and straightened herself. We are an order with a 600-year history in defending Europe from invading forces, she explained. In the 15th century, it was an alliance formed among European nobles to protect their interests. But in modern times, we are primarily interested in raising men and women who can fight the supernatural. Like demons? Of course, she said. We have also known to deal with werewolves and vampires and the like, if the situation calls for it. Her eyes sparkled again. Dragons as well.
Okay.
Jack crossed his arms.
Okay.
Dragons, huh? He said. So, all of that stuff exists? She adjusted her glasses. For now? Jack nodded, once again feeling a strong sense of admiration well up inside of him. He had never in his life thought a woman would be this cool. Jesus.
Jeez. Wow, Harman.
This world building is really just
There's a
fucking
bit of
amazing.
a Freudian slip here, I think.
It is. This is some of the worst world building I've heard in such a long fucking time. Like, Jesus Christ.
Lord, I thought I was
Bro,
bad at world building.
I legit got no idea what's going on, so I'm with you
Frickin-
guys.
Freaking
Yeah.
Stargate SG-1 did its world building better than this.
I agree with
Bro, this
Nier
is like opening that
in my
chest
chat.
in
This just feels like
fucking-
watered down Supernatural.
Bro, this
Oh,
is like
the
getting
thing- the thing
transported
is-
by that weird chest to fucking Caelid in Elden Ring. I just got no idea what the fuck's going on.
Oh,
Yeah.
we've all been there. God, the first
Yeah,
time
we've
that
all been
happened.
there, bro.
Yeah, that made more
Yeah,
sense than
bro.
this, for sure.
Yeah, like, okay, I had more of an idea what Caelid was. I was just like, oh yeah, this makes it seem like nothing.
Yeah, this really
Like,
does
bruh.
sound like watered down Supernatural, and not the, and it does such a horrible job at it. It's like in
Yeah.
Supernatural, they at least kept the monsters that could very easily hide themselves from the general public. How does a dragon hide itself?
Off topic about Harman, how long do you think he's been edging for?
How long has he been
Entire
writing
life.
these books? How long has he been writing the books? Because that's our answer right there.
This reads like an hour before the porn starts, you know? Like,
Oh,
Bro,
and then after they get to the hotel room, they slowly start kissing and taking off their clothes.
oh, this is like
bro,
like
I've heard porn storylines better than this.
Yes.
oh, yeah, absolutely.
Like, I at least understood some of the world building in those.
I've seen hentai plots better than this.
At least I believe the plumber is there to fix the pipes.
And lo and behold, he does pick the pipes, but all of a sudden he notices a maiden who
He tends to fix more than one pipe, but at least there's a story. At least I can give you.
Oh no, the pizza delivery guy. He delivered the woman's pizza, but she doesn't have enough to pay. But he's willing to make a deal with her.
He did it function.
Bro,
It's a trade. I mean, come on. She gets the pizza. He gets something in return.
Okay, from a story writing perspective, though, this part in the hotel should be chapter 2.
It should be,
Agreed.
yeah.
Yeah, we've
Yeah.
already had at least 2 natural
we're still in
stopping
chapter
points.
1?
Yes.
Yeah, this is still chapter
This
1.
is
Like,
chapter
I
one.
feel like just as she busts him out of the hotel,
No, there
not
were
that
there
chapter
should be-
end,
there-
or not
yeah,
out of the hotel.
there
but
were 2
out of the
very
police
natural
station.
stopping points. One of them could have been
Yeah.
right when he got arrested after the raping shit. The other one
Yeah,
could have been right
but-
when he got broken out of prison.
Yeah, exactly. I was about to say when she busts him out of prison, and he hops in the car, have that end, and then start chapter 2. Or when he gets arrested, have that end, and then start chapter 2.
But yeah, no,
Yeah,
this,
like,
this whole
this is very
scene just feels
sloppy
very
writing.
pointless because this is very much show me, don't tell me, and we're just sitting down,
This is all
literally
extra
eating
dumb.
pizza and being told all this shit in the world. When why isn't
Yeah,
she just
when-
taking him
Yeah.
there?
Yeah, she could very easily show us. She could very easily show us what all this is about, but no, we're just getting told it, and I'm bored out of my mind.
Literally, that's my problem with this scene
Yeah,
right
bro.
now.
Bro, Haman Smith, the type of guy to tell people how humble he is.
Yeah, guys, I'm an author of some very popular books.
Number 1 brand in humbleness.
Number one brand.
Hello, everybody. This is Cody Lee, the number 1 brand in honesty and humble.
This book is too brown, very bland.
It's like, the thing is, like, it doesn't seem like he knows what he's trying to do.
No, he
I'll be
really
honest.
doesn't. He doesn't know what he
Like-
wants
like-
to
like-
do with this. That's the
He
vibe
doesn't
I'm
have an
getting.
endpoint for a chapter. It just looks like he's just trying to push the story for pushing the story's sake.
I agree.
It's like
Yeah.
he didn't actually sit down and
He
be
didn't
like, okay.
structure the plot. He just had like these ideas that he's trying to
Yeah,
sew
it- it-
together.
Just like it's just like they didn't do any. I'm convinced he didn't do any editing for this and just threw it all together. Which
Oh,
a
God,
lot of
no.
books you really want to take your time with, because otherwise you'll get shit like this.
Yeah, he definitely didn't take his time with it at all.
All right, I think we left off here at she seemed
Yeah.
to sense
Yes.
his interest.
Someone take over for me. I gotta do some stuff.
Yeah,
All right, Keems.
thank you, Keems. Which one of you boys would like to start here?
You know what? Fuck it, I'll do it. All right, where were we?
She seemed.
Okay. She senses interest and elaborate. Our goal is to completely stamp out all supernatural threats and influence in Europe. We have been directly responsible for striking down major threats to the continent before they can ever do any lasting damage. In part due to our efforts, the developed world has so little supernatural influence that most people don't truly believe it exists. Okay. So, I guess all supernatural threats evil. Yay. Europe, jackass? But we're in the States. Lucille gave him a small nod. Yes, there are occasions where we travel overseas. You wanted to kill that incubus that bad, huh? Oh my goodness. This is so awful.
It really
Lucille
is, though.
Lucille considered him carefully. She seemed to be thinking on how best to respond. I want to help you, she said after a brief pause. Let's leave it at that. Because, outright telling him is too much work somehow. Okay, they finished their meal and cleaned up. I hate to be sending you to bed so soon after leaving police custody, Lucille told them after they finished. You just said that they finished, though! Oh my god! But I suspect we'll have a long day tomorrow. He didn't mind. She had done so much for him already. He was feeling pretty tired. He did as she asked and entered the guest room. He was God damn it, fucking stream. Let's see. He entered the guest room. He was asleep the instant his head hit the pillow. I call bullshit. Lucille did not go to bed right away. She spent an hour or so staying up, looking over her folder. I'm almost certain, she murmured, as she perused her own notes.
Mm-hmm.
Why hasn't it surfaced? She closed her folder, took care of some personal matters. Oh my. She sent an update to her superiors to assure them that she was fine, that everything as well, along with the God, that was so clunky. Along with the request to deal with the fallout from the local police. Her mind, however, was still on the case at hand. Oh my god, this is so... Could he really be what she was looking for? I don't like where this is going. Just, that sentence alone was so fucking clunky to go through, like, Jesus.
Yeah.
I'm not the best at reading aloud, but holy fuck.
Stuff does not flow right in this at all.
It does not. Jack woke the next day, not entirely sure where he was. He found himself in a little put off by the change in environment before he suddenly remembered where he was. Wow, was there some beer inside that pizza? Because did you really forget where you were that easily? He climbed out of her bed. He climbed out of her bed and stepped back into the living room. He found Lucille already up, cup of coffee in hand. What?
Why was he in her bed?
Yeah,
he literally just wrote that he went to the guest room.
Whoa.
What the fuck happened?
Huh? I'm so confused.
What the fuck?
I'm very confused. Is they gonna elaborate on this, or did this just not make it through any kind of like proofreading?
It didn't. Oh my god. Oh, you're finally up, she said. I made breakfast, but I finished eating already. Please, help yourself. It was a little cold, but he enjoyed it regardless. Thanks! You could have said thanks before you fucking ate it, you rude prick. She smiled at him as he sat down next to her. She slid over that morning's... You could have just said morning paper! Oh my god. She slid over that morning newspaper over to him, and he looked. He blinked owlishly. She placed her finger on a small article in the bottom corner. He squinted his eyes and leaned in closer to it. The police are on a hunt for 2 fugitives. Please contact local law enforcement. He looked at her. So, It's talking about us, she told him. I managed to get the situation downplayed. By next week, they won't be looking for us at all. Bullshit!
Managed to elaborate?
Bullshit.
Yeah,
Typically when police are hunting for a fugitive, they will not stop until that fugitive is caught. That's kind of how they work.
He's playing by GTA rules.
He's playing by GTA. They just need to hide in the longest spot, then their 5-star wanted level will go down.
Yeah, the police totally aren't gonna be looking for a fucking, you know, what's the word I'm looking for here? Like an actual rapist that escaped from prison.
And somebody who busted somebody out of prison.
An accused
This has
rapist.
all the energy. This has all the energy of the Chris Chan escape prison meme.
Convicted rapist, that's what I'm thinking of. They're totally not going to be looking for a convicted rapist.
Yeah, you know. Oh my. Downplayed, jackass. Bemused? Don't you mean confused? Well, I don't think confused is even a word. I'm gonna Google that later. But that game was something like out of a movie. They're really not gonna write about it? Yes, they would. Because people like that. Let's see. Not now that we've gotten a hold of them, Lucille told him cheerfully. Did you get enough to eat? A hold of who? What are you talking about? Let's see. The clothes arrived a couple hours later. Jack took a shower and changed. He found Lucille standing by the door, clearly ready to leave. I hope I didn't keep you waiting, he teased. She nodded. The amount of incel energy coming from that line was massive.
I hope I didn't keep you waiting.
He needs to get laid.
Yeah, he does need to get laid.
Honestly.
Yeah. You did, but no matter, she said. Staying well rested is very important of our line of work. Tell that to Samadine Winchester. She turned and opened the door. He stepped out behind her. Oh, okay. He felt a little bit less out of place as they stepped through the lobby back out the front. Once again, they found the blue car sitting out front waiting for them. I have been asking around about Rosemary, Lucille told him, as they sat beside. Who's Rosemary?
I think that's Rose.
Is that Rose? I think that might be Rose's ex.
Yeah.
Oh my god. So Rose is short for Rosemary. God, she crossed her legs as the car took off. She is recovering, but is still quite shaken, and she is staying with a friend at the moment. Heather, I was told. Heather, Jack said, frowning as he folded his arms. I don't know a Heather. Lucille gave him a look. Considering the circumstances, that is not a good sign. Gee, you think? She was just raped by a fucking demon. Of course it's not a good sign.
No, she was raped by Jack. We have all the evidence we need.
Because you know that's how police
It's
work.
enough. It's good.
He was there in the hallway next to her, with his clothes on, belt buckled and everything. Clearly he did it.
Oh my god.
Clearly.
What?
Yeah, he's guilty.
Exactly. Guilty as fuck.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Lucille had already brought out her phone and began tapping on its screen. Never trust individuals that those closest to the victim don't know. She confides in him, especially if they end up. Oh my god. Especially if they end up caring for the victim. Wow. Wow. What the fuck, Harman?
Oh my god.
That's just what the fuck. You know, your friend. Hold on. So apparently, never trust individuals that those close to the victim don't know. She can find them, especially if they end up caring for the victim. Wow, human being fucking human somehow bad. What the fuck?
This is incel natural near. I'm pinning that.
This is
I don't know if
so
that was
fucking
genuinely
distasteful.
It's incel natural. That's what I'm calling it now. I'm pinning that near.
That's what it is. It's just Harman. Just what the absolute living fuck. And not to mention, yeah, I got some of my friends have friends that I don't know about. That's pretty common.
Oh my god,
Yeah,
Zombie, who are you seeing?
You have a friend group? What?
I have a friend group, and those friends have other friend groups with friends that I don't know about, which
Well,
is
what?
totally normal.
No way, bro. Are you fucking kidding me? Holy shit.
Oh my god. Let's see. She frowned as she stared at her phone. Thankfully, I have the resources to get an address. It shouldn't set us back more than half an hour or so. Wow, you're gonna dox someone that you don't know. That's so heroic of you. It was less than that. She had the location in less than 10. She informed the driver, and off they went. What do you think, Jack asked her. About Heather? Yes. I don't doubt it's anything good, she told him. Please be prepared for trouble.
Make it double?
On what?
Make it double?
And not to mention, what kind of trouble would you be prepared for? You have nothing on this woman. Oh my god. This is just bad foreshadowing. Oh my goodness. They stepped out inside an ordinary looking apartment building that wasn't awkward at all. It wasn't much different than his own, perhaps slightly nicer. Lucia looked up at the building before turning around and asking the driver to wait. Jack did not wait for her. He took steps closer to the building and reached for the door. Jack! He ignored her call and tried to open the door. It was locked. We need a key. Lucille stepped up to him, considering the door. A key? She asked. Allow me. She reached her hand forward and pressed her fingers against the lock. A beep was heard, and then the door opened. What? It said it needed a key. So how is a beep supposed to...
They pounded the keys, bro. They pounded the keys.
She got that Tesla energy, bro.
Does he mean like one of them like swipe keys? But a lot of like
Yes?
like a hotel room key?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's done a pretty bad job of, informing us that he means like what he means.
Oh my god.
It's like
Lucille said, pressing her fingers to her lips. She steps inside. He followed behind her. Oh my goodness.
Okay, here we go.
Oh my god.
I can take over from here if you want.
Oh yeah, please, because my brain is already hurting. I'm doing another shot. Fuck.
Just
Take
melting.
over.
Just melting.
Alright. It was unusually quiet and empty. Lucille let out an annoyed hiss of breath. That isn't good, she told him. She unbuttoned her jacket and opened it.
Oh my.
Jack
You
was
could at
not
least take him out to
surprised.
dinner first.
Oh my.
Oh
things just
my.
went from fucking 1 to 10 very quickly.
Jack was not surprised at all when she drew her sword and held it in front of her. He could not quite explain it, but he too could feel unease in the air. They did not speak as they crept down the hallway. They did not speak as they crept down the hallway. Lucille did not seem particularly worried, although she was cautious. They made their way down the hall and to the elevator. She pressed the button and they stepped inside.
Oh, she
They
didn't
spoke
pound
a
the
little
keys?
as they ascended.
She only pressed the button. She didn't pound the keys. Damn.
She didn't pound the keys.
Also,
Ain't
what's
no
up,
keys to be
BT?
pounded.
BT has arrived. And Keys is back.
BT, is this you?
Or BT's here.
Indeed, indeed.
BT, you there, homeboy?
BT?
You showed up.
Teams, welcome back. BT, are you there?
What events?
Hello?
Judging by what I'm hearing, not much.
Honestly, no. No. Not really.
You didn't really miss much. Like, nothing happened other than me getting frustrated.
How many paragraphs did you guys go through?
Like, 2? Oh.
We're still on chapter 1.
Yeah,
Wait,
and I'm
what?
pretty sure there's still... BT, there you are. What's up?
Yep.
Hey, we're still in
There we
chapter
go.
How
1?
much, bro? How's it going?
We are.
Still chapter 1. Oh my god.
Hold on one sec.
Yo,
Bruh.
I like this shit.
There are...
Do you really want to know that, Jordan?
Wait, was this...
Yeah, sure.
I
yeah,
think
it's
there's
fine.
about
Yeah.
10 more pages till chapter 2. Maybe.
How? What the fuck? Oh, God! That is terrible
Are there 10 more
structuring.
pages or 10 more chapters until chapter 2?
I think 10 more... Well, at the rate we're going.
Bruh. Bro,
Still,
I'm waiting for the fucking story to end in chapter 1.
Yeah,
It'd be
Fuck.
interesting how many story breaks we can actually identify.
Dude,
like how many story breaks
I
would
have-
actually make
Wait,
their own
I have
chapter.
found 3.
Wait, so someone
when he got
recap-
arrested, when they broke him out, and now like the whole when they went to bed in the hotel and they got up the next day. Any of those could have worked as a chapter break.
the only natural chapter break was the prologue to chapter 1.
Wait,
And
so
that's even
someone
giving it some credit.
recap. What did I miss?
Essentially, this guy named Jack, he broke up with his girlfriend Rose. Then this fucking lust demon came out and raped her. Then the police came and was like, guess what? You fucking raped her, even though, you know, he was covered in demon piss. So then mysterious gospel woman busts him out of prison. Takes him to a hotel, and she explains, like, oh yeah, by the way, the supernatural's fucking real. And now they're on their way to rescue his girlfriend, I guess.
A showering delight.
Didn't they have like a really bad relationship though? Like, if I'm
I wouldn't know. I wasn't here when...
Yeah, they broke up before she got raped.
yeah.
Yeah.
It was right before the
That's-
raping.
Okay.
That is. It amazes
Alright.
me how like that. Bruh.
It's all just bewilderment and speechlessness.
Yeah,
he is
Rose
physically
flabbergasted.
broken.
There's nothing to say, really.
Steel yourself, Lucille told him. You may see something that you would rather not. Jet grimaced. Rose better be okay. You literally didn't give 2 fucks about her like 3 pages ago, jackass.
You quite literally were like, ooh, hot goth mommy with sword. I want to fuck
To be
her.
like, "Yo, let's go." Like, what? The door opened and they stepped outside back into a hallway. They immediately realized that something was amiss. One of the doors further down the hallway was guarded by 2 burly policemen, almost as large as Jack himself. They stood staring straight ahead, their gaze unfocused. Jack narrowed his eyes. He did not feel particularly at ease upon seeing them. Their eyes had an eerie pink glow that seemed quite unnatural. You are right to be wary, Lucille told him, as she brandished her sword. These are not men acting of their own will. The men...
Is she gonna
Was
murder
it-
him?
Huh?
I think so. The men stepped to meet them as they approached, blocking the path to the hallway completely. They stood staring at them. Their haunting gaze seemed somehow unfocused and distant, but Jack felt that they were a threat. Allow me, Lucille said quietly as she brought the blade backward. She lurched forward with lightning speed, slamming the hilt of the blade into the officer's stomach. He kneeled over as his comrade reached out to grab her. Lucille quickly brought the hilt up and smacked him across the face, sending him sprawling. Neither moved.
They're dead.
You gotta love how like you gotta love how
He'll just
like
commit double murder.
they don't even like check to see if they're alive. or not.
They barely addressed what was wrong with them other than they aren't acting of their own accord. What does that mean? Are they hypnotized? Are they
I
possessed? Are they
guess
are they
they're-
drugged? Are they mind controlled? You're just murdering them regardless.
It's-
That's not really
it's
cool.
Baby.
I guess
But
he
cool
is-
action scene. But cool action scene.
Like, let's just
Sword
murder
waifu,
these 2
guys.
police officers and not address anything.
I
sword
guess what
waifu,
Harman was
guys.
going for is that the police officers were under mind control or something, I guess?
It could have been anything. Mind control, I can't speak. Hypnotized. Fuck.
Hypnotism.
And, or fucking possession, like, good lord. What was it, witchcraft, for fuck's sakes? Was it a hex? I don't know.
Bro.
Mhm. The Hex
Yeah,
Girls.
they didn't really explain that. It's just like, okay.
Well, I'm not
that
expecting an
controlled
immediate
straight to murder.
explanation either,
Be
but
controlled by whom?
it
Or is
just
that a part
yeah.
of the mystery?
It's like straight to murder.
did a very poor job of addressing what was wrong with them by saying they're not acting of their own accord. That could mean anything.
Yeah, that's like when I'm
Yeah.
drinking alcohol, I'm not acting of my own accord. So like,
I'm never acting of my own accord.
It's pretty vague, bro. That's all I'm gonna say.
Jack stepped over them as Lucille raised her hand to the door and knocked. She took a step back, hand on her sword. Jack readied himself, prepared for anything. The door opened with a creak. Welcome. The beautiful demure girl?
I guess.
Demure, I think.
I've heard a lot of words. I've never heard that word.
have.
Demure
Me neither.
girl, standing in front of them, bowed deeply, her face running parallel to the floor. She raised her head upward and met their gaze. What is your business here? She was not what Jack was expecting. Her skin was smooth, milky, beautiful. Wait, he was expecting something?
Huh?
Her skin was a smooth... I don't
guess
know.
he was expecting Rose.
Skin was a smooth, milky, beautiful white. She was dressed in an extremely intricate and frilly maid. Oh my god. Maid outfit. High socks.
This
Covered her
episode
upper thighs.
In today's episode, featuring the writer's barely disguised fetish.
She folded her
She has
hands
a high-pitched voice. I'm gonna fucking lose it. I'm gonna fucking lose it.
together in front of her waist. As her learning pink eyes looked at them.
I hate you so
She was downright adorable.
The poor
just a minor amount of projection in there.
I'm here to speak with a Rosemary, Lucille answered. Is she present? The maid waved her arm backward, beckoning them forward. I am afraid she is meeting with the master at the moment, she said softly. I will have to ask you to wait. That is acceptable, Lucille said. As she stepped inside the room, Jack was quick to notice that her hand did not leave her sword. He followed her, smiling widely at the girl as he did. She refused to meet his eye, looking past and around him to avoid it. The girl shut the door behind them and drifted to the kitchen, as Lucille sat on the couch, her legs crossed. May I offer you refreshments? Tea would be lovely. Nothing for me, thanks. The maid nodded as she turned and busied herself in the kitchen. Now that they were in the room proper, Jack could make out ruffled, rough-sounding moans coming from the other room.
Oh lord.
Oh no.
Oh lord.
Oh my!
I think I know where this is going.
What the fuck?
Why is this still chapter 1?
All I'm gonna say is I'm glad.
This should be chapter 4.
All I'm gonna say is
Oh,
I'm
this
glad
should be the end of
Nier
the
isn't
book.
here because he would have spammed the moan sound effects on his soundboard.
He can do it in
This should be
spirit.
the end of the book. I'm done, bro.
Have sex.
No.
My answer, yes.
Have sex.
I'm afraid we might be going there, though.
Maybe.
Oh no.
Yeah. Anyway, speaking of literally anything that isn't this book, I kind of gotta go because I got classes to get to.
Alright.
Sorry I couldn't be here for long.
That's okay, Jordan. Thank you so much for coming, man.
I appreciate
No
it.
problem. See you all later. Love yous. Kisses.
Yeah.
Bye.
Have a
Yeah.
good one, homie.
Go subscribe to the Jordan Sino Army if you haven't already. I'm gonna put his YouTube channel in my link.
I will try to link everybody who was on stream in the description after stream, so that's just what I'm gonna do, guys.
Very nice.
Oh my goodness, what did it?
Okay, I'm
think
looking
it's
at
one- I think
the
it's one
Amazon
word.
page, and I'm looking at the Amazon page for Cody's book, at Harman's
Mhm.
book. Each and every one has at least, like, the review at least has 1 5-star rating. I think he's going on an alt and giving it 5 stars.
He has to be.
That makes way too much sense.
What if,
Yeah, it really
what if,
does.
what if the site just lets him rate it himself? Just his own rating on his own book. And he's just giving it 5
There's
stars.
always
Nah, I
one
don't think I would do
5-star
that. He
rating.
has to be. He has to
At
be
least.
going on to an alt and actually just giving it a
And the
5-star
5-star
rating.
rating doesn't have any text on it. It's just a rating,
Yeah.
no review.
That seems the most likely. Let's see, where do we? Stay your hand, Lucille murmured to him. Let him come to us. Jack sat tight-lipped, trying to figure out her instructions as the maid handed Lucille her tea. Lovely, Lucille said, as she raised the tea to her lips. You are the shining beacon of hospitality, Heather. The girl stared at Lucille, her face expressionless. I do not believe I've introduced myself. But I know what you are, Lucille interrupted as she lowered the tea without drinking, and what is happening to Rosemary in the other room. The woman did not answer. Lucille tapped her fingers against her sword. What do you have to say for yourself? The door to the bedroom opened.
BT, you can grind on Destiny 2 later.
You can play Destiny 2 later.
No safety.
Damn, really called me out like that. You weren't fair though. By that point, I should probably just play it later.
I don't know. Chat, I'll leave this up into chat's hands. Chat, put a yes if you want BT to play Destiny while Kings, or put a no if you don't. I'm curious to see if we got anybody in chat.
It's probably going to be mostly no.
Probably, we'll see.
Probably.
I'll let you know what this is in a second. The woman did not answer. Lucille tapped her fingers against her sword. What do you have to say for yourself? The door to the bedroom opened. Jack almost immediately shielded his eyes as a man completely naked strode into the room with his chest held high and every little bit of him showing. Jack instinctively found himself averting his eyes downward. Lucille did not even flinch. Ah, he said, spreading his hands wide, his body pointed straight at Lucille. What a beautiful sight. Speak for yourself, Jack snapped as the man strode across the room and reached out for Lucille's hand. Please, he said, forgive me, but I know not your name. His voice was like velvet, low and seductive. Lucille did not even blink as she met his eyes. You will lose any part of your body that touches me.
What?
The man smiled widely. For you to take home and cherish, I imagine. I will leave it for the crows. The man laughed. You are a tough nut to crack, he said. He backed away from them and sat next to Heather. He took her hand and wrapped around hers. Lucille's eyes flitted downwards. They were wearing matching rings. I must say, Lucille said, I never heard of a succubus and an incubus marrying before. You have my congratulations. The man smiled wider. Why, thank you.
And not to mention, that kind of goes against how succubi and incubi work, because succubi go after human men, while incubi go after human women.
It cancels each other out. It doesn't work.
Yeah, it does.
It doesn't work because how they work is that they suck your soul out as they fuck you, and then you die and they keep on living. That's how they work.
Suck and fuck and fucking suck. That's how it works.
Exactly. It's just... Oh my god.
Although I feel I must remind you that most marriages aren't based around helping your partners prey on other people.
Oh boy.
Heather blushed, pressing her face into the man's bare shoulder. He did not seem embarrassed in the least. The times have changed, Lady Knight, he said, and we must change with it. Lucille smiled grimly. Well said, sir. It happened in an instant.
So does, if she said well said, sir, does that mean she's kind of sort of approving of them preying on people?
I guess.
I was thinking that until I read this next sentence.
Oh,
it happened
right.
in an instant. The two lunged themselves at them, their hands turning into vice-like claws. Lucille stood up to meet the man, swinging the blade in front of her to block his attack. Jack, however, was pushed onto the couch so hard it tipped over, sending he and Heather tumbling backwards. Oh my god.
Oh, wow.
You saw the dialogue, didn't you?
Bruh.
I will devour your cock. Heather snarled simultaneously. Very threatening and very, very seductive.
What?
Stared at her, raising his hand in a fist. Not if I
Today's
fuck
stream
you
is
up
brought to you
first.
by the writers.
Listen, timing, Harman. Timing.
That's there's no words actually.
She cried out as Jack slapped her aside. She cried out as she tumbled to the floor, and he stood up again, raising his fists against her. She snarled as she reached from her chest and ripped it, exposing her bare chest. Come hither, child, she purred as she licked her lips. I want you. Her eyes glowed a bright, warm pink, the same kind of pink that had emanated from the guards outside. Jack leapt forward, kicking her square across the chest. She staggered, slamming into the wall as she pulled his leg back. The adrenaline in him was bursting forward. He could not explain the sheer intense thrill that was now coursing through his body. This feeling, what was it? It felt easy. It felt wonderful.
Violence against women is totally wonderful.
I just
Beating up women, very wonderful.
I just screenshotted the line, I will devour your cock, put it in my Discord and said, what a wonderful book so far. Oh
I'm
my
to me,
fucking
Johnny
is
that
God.
line as
wonderful.
well.
I'm putting
Beating
that
up
in
women
the
is
fucking,
easy and wonderful. Thank you, Harman.
I'm putting
Oh.
that shit in the fucking no context images channel on my server.
Yeah.
Can we
It's
make
like-
that like a thing, like a sticker emotion thing that we can add
You know
to
what, let me
chat?
let me see if I can put it into your server as a sticker.
Psycho on your chat. Aw said, nope, it's just porn now.
Yeah, pretty fucking much.
Wait, shit,
It
I need
really
to save
fucking
it as
is.
a image first.
Oh
I'm
my
putting
god.
This is definitely one
I'm
of the
simply just
best.
gonna name the image Devour. No one else will know. No one else will know, but we will.
Yeah.
What's important, honestly. Come to me, Lucille, the man purred as he spread his arms wide, and I will show you a world of pleasure you have never experienced before. Lucille stared at him, her weapon brandished. The only thing you could possibly do to make me happy is die a painful death by
Just
my
kill him.
hand.
Just
The
kill
man
him.
lunged at her again. Lucille quickly thrust her sword forward, stabbing him in the chest. It did not, unfortunately, seem to bother him much. He struck out at her again with his hand, and she blocked it with her arm. Grimacing, his claw tore into her jacket sleeve. She stepped back, wincing, and raised her hands and pressed them together. A pure white magical energy surrounded her before she could attack. However, Heather leapt at her from behind and grabbed hold of her. She reeled in surprise as Heather leaned forward and bit at her neck, her grip tightening. The incubus reached for the sword lodged in his chest and pulled it outward, wincing a little, and held it aloft. He brandished it in front of him and raised it, preparing to strike down on Lucille's head. Jack narrowed his eyes. "No, you don't!" he roared. He ran over to them with frightening speed and grabbed hold of Heather's back. She let out a scream as he pulled out at her dress so hard it ripped into pieces. The force of the pull was enough to send Heather tumbling to the ground, and for Lucille to defend herself against the blade. Heather snarled at him as she slithered to her feet. The maid dress that she was wearing drooped loosely over her shoulders as if it would come off. He kicked her in the face, knocking her to the floor. "Okay, I paid," Jack said as he steadied himself. His blood was pumping in his chest. He felt elated. He felt at home.
Beating up women.
Yeah, bro.
Chris Brown's back story.
He felt that this is where he belonged.
Beating up
yeah.
women.
Yep, I think it's safe to say that Jack Q has become Andrew Tate.
Violence
you
for the
know,
sake
who-
of violence is fun.
Oh, stop! If I say that word, I'll get banned on YouTube. Heather hissed. He could.
This is a very intense chapter 1. Holy fucking shit.
It's a very long chapter 1.
so much happening.
There's
So much.
going on.
It's so confusing.
And not to
Heather,
mention,
How many words is this?
I figured that an incubus would be a lot more, I don't know, more like a trickster, manipulator, rather than just hands-on fighting.
Yeah, no,
Let me
yeah,
devour your cock! Yeah.
Yeah, same thing with the succubus, trying to, make them give in, but when it doesn't work, then they resort to violence, not violence outright.
Yes.
Yeah, no, just tackles the man. I will
Like,
devour
being
your
magical
cock.
creatures,
Just,
I
just,
expect...
just tackles the man. Just don't. She doesn't just saunter up to him. She just tackles him. Just goes, "I will devour your cock."
Yeah, just
Straight up.
casually.
Oh,
You'd
oh your
expect from
pants down,
magical
motherfucker.
creatures. You'd expect from magical creatures that they'd be using more magic.
Yeah, honestly. Get riggedy.
Has Harman explained? Explained the magic system yet?
I don't
No.
think he has.
Does he even have a magic system, or is it just whatever
guess-
goes?
I guess there is, but he's not explaining it.
He should explain it. That's like storytelling 101. You
Imagine
need the readers
chapter
to
2.
understand what's
We
going
might
on.
get there in about 4 streams, I guess.
Wait, how many chapters are even in this thing?
We don't
I don't
know.
even know.
We can
I think
check
there's-
later. We
I
will
took a
check
look
off
at the-
stream.
Oh, Jesus
Heather
Christ. We're only
hissed.
12% of the way through.
Heather
Yeah,
hissed.
well-
Why is 12% of the book still in
Yeah,
chapter
I
1?
took a look at the listing on Amazon, and this thing's like 200 pages.
Eh?
It's like
Okay.
a little over 200 pages. I think it's like 240 something or 230. I don't know.
god. Oh my god. Oh, this was money not well spent.
This book is in the bestseller.
bought
Is in the
it?
3,300,700.
Yeah, bro, I had to buy it. How else do you think I was gonna get this book? I can't just like fucking steal it. Nobody bought it.
That feeling when your book is so shit you can't even pirate the fucking thing.
I can't even pirate it because nobody bought it for me to pirate it.
That's sad. Oh fuck.
Check it out. Check it out. Harman's book was in the 3,378,392 second spot on the bestsellers rank.
The
Top 3
fact,
million.
the fact that it hit the top 3 million amazes me. I can think of like 10 million other books that I would rather read before this. Oh my god!
I bet if you didn't buy it, it would have fell down to like the 4 million rank.
Yeah. My goodness.
I can't tell if this is worse than Cruel and Beautiful. I need to go listen to Cruel and Beautiful to be able to make that comparison.
I've listened to all that Heller had read of it, and I think this is approaching worse.
This is already worse than Cruel and Beautiful.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. By the way, shameless plug, but there's a reason I put donation link up on my screen, and it's to get whatever this shit cost me back. I just have to break even. I don't care about I don't care about extra profit. If you do, that's fine. That's great. I appreciate anything you get.
This book is currently not available for purchase.
Just pull in under the mayo and don't use the rest of it for a PS5.
Don't you want this God of War Ragnarok review?
Guys, don't you want us to read every one of Harman's books? Come on now.
Yeah, I have almost 600 subs. Don't you want a grand old God of War Ragnarok review?
We are the guys.
No, I
We
don't.
are the guys. I mean, I'm the guy. Let's be real. I am the
Hi.
You are indeed the guy.
Oh, the camera's on.
Camera's on, huh?
Camera's been on the whole time, huh?
Camera's been on the time, huh? Oh yeah.
Hello.
Don't worry, if you're a woman, you only get a 7-day.
Heather hissed. He could feel the contempt and hatred welling up within her, alongside her fear and confusion. She had never, ever really had to fight a man before. Wow.
Oh lord.
A succubus who's never been able to overpower a man. Wow, what a terrifying demon.
Oh my god, wow. Rar hit it. Oh, I forgot to pay the tax. He kicked her again. The succubus cried out as her head slams against the door.
Is that supposed to be a one-liner?
I guess so.
I guess he's trying to write one-liners now.
Da-da-da-da-da.
This is MCU Taika Waititi level humor.
He kicked her again to see her head split open and an inky black liquid began to seep out of her head and into the floor.
So
Mystery come?
So I guess she's bleeding blood then. Okay.
What else would she
blood.
bleed, zombie?
To be fair, yeah.
Oh my god. Her partner, the incubus, dove at him. Jack could see his body shedding away any facade of normalcy and become something sick and twisted. Veins of blood pumped from the rotted, dark arms of the beast that stood before him. Jack found himself smiling without a second thought. He brought his hand up and jabbed forward. His arm was tingling with an intense energy, the likes of which he had never felt before. The thing cried out in pain as Jack's fist penetrated its chest, completely bursting out the other side. Black blood burst out. Black blood burst out from his back. Jack twisted his hand cruelly in the thing's chest, causing the thing to writhe in pain before pulling away with a rip.
Violence is fun!
Hi, kids! Do you like violence?
Hey, kids, want to see a dead body?
A burst of black blood burst outward as he ripped the thing's heart outward. Bursts of black blood shot out from the wound as it fell backwards. How many times are you going to say the fucking black blood burst out of his body? We know
Bursting black blood.
And not to mention,
variety.
He was capable of actually mortally wounding this demon with his bare hands, but a trained knight with a sword couldn't. Okay,
I suppose it's
call
because
bullshit.
like no. I suppose it's because like the fuck. I almost called him Harman. Fuck. I suppose
hey.
Harman's self-insert
I suppose
OC, please do not steal.
I suppose it's because Jack has that dragon blood bullshit going on with him.
I guess.
But again, it's not explained well.
It's
No.
Or if it
not
was explained, I was out
explained.
doing my chores.
No,
It's just. Oh my god! I'm sorry, but when your main character suddenly becomes overpowered rather than slowly learning his abilities, yeah, you gotta Gary Stew. Congratulations,
Lord.
Harman. You got yourself an incel who is a Gary Stew. Hope you're happy with yourself.
Oh lord,
Gary
this really
Stew.
is. This really is a.
Yeah, and it's to explain, Gary Stew is just the male version of a Mary Stew.
Oh no, you don't have to explain it, man. It's like Jerry from Rick and Morty. I got it.
I don't give a fuck.
Wubba lubba dub dub.
Ugh.
Let's see here. Jack stared at the thing writhing on the floor, its heart in his hands. He crushed it,
Jesus.
blood spurting everywhere.
Jesus.
The succubus, having regained her senses, cried out in shock and tried to grab hold of Jack's leg. Enough of that, Lucille said sharply. Lucille brought the sword down on her head. Heather cried out as her head went rolling across the floor. Lucille sheathed the sword and made her way over to Jack. She did not seem afraid of or particularly surprised by what he had just done. Jack, she breathed as her eyes fell on him. Look at your hand. He looked. What had once been his hand was now something else entirely. His skin had changed color to a bright blue. His skin had hardened, forming scales. Each of his fingers ended in a long, vicious blade. His hand had turned into a large, sharp claw. He bent his fingers, expecting them to not move, but somehow he was not surprised when they did. What is it? Jack asked calmly, his voice emotionless and empty. Then the better question to ask, Lucille leaned in close enough to breathe on him. What
that's
are
creepy.
you? What am I? A Dracos? She whispered as she reached out and touched his hand. Jack stared at her hand as it ran up and down his claw, probing and testing it.
Is-
A what? A dragon, she whispered. She poked
You
his
are in
scales with
you
her
are in a
finger.
busted apartment. Why are you feeling up each other?
Can you feel that?
you-
Yeah.
Not to
Interesting,
mention,
Lucille
you
said.
could've-
I don't.
You should have just called him a dragon.
She pulled away from him and gave him a nod. We have much to discuss.
Who
dragon,"
am I?
She said.
What am I?
She said, but please let us deal with the victims first.
Oh,
The
fuck.
victim? Jack wasn't sure who she was talking about for a moment, and then he gave a start. Rose! He tore away from her and burst into the bedroom. Lucille watched him go, a little amused, but also very intrigued. She followed him into the bedroom and stared down at the bed. Jack was kneeling there beside Rose, his hand clasped in hers. She was completely naked and extremely pale. Rose! She will be all right, Lucille interjected as she strode towards him. Allow me. He gave her a stern look, but did not move away. Lucille did not budge. I want to help her, she told him patiently. You will do her no good by just getting in my way. She gestured to the door. You may watch, but please step away from her. He did as she asked, albeit reluctantly, as she bent over, doing her a quick, thorough explanation. She was taken by force, she murmured, several times. She reached forward and touched her stomach, frowning. She is certainly not well, she murmured, but thankfully I don't think she was impregnated.
Oh,
No.
Okay.
Wow.
I don't think that's not how that works, right? I thought like Incubus and Succubi don't impregnate their victims. I didn't
Well,
think
the
that was how it
magic
worked.
of this world again is just unexplained. So
Yeah, typically
Nothing's
when an
explained.
incubus or succubus fucks someone, it kills them. So
It just works. It just works.
it just works, yeah.
Oh,
And-
okay.
This is such awful, just creature building in general, as I'm gonna call it. Just oh my god, this is just awful. Like Okay, I'm gonna be a fucking weeb for a moment. A good series that does creature lore rather well is Monster Musume, because guess what? When a new monster is introduced, they explain their culture and how it works.
Isn't that the harem anime?
Yeah, it's very, very borderline, as I'm gonna say. Like it explains, like the Lamias, they share a man,
I
or
know-
the
I know what
Centaurs
the
are very
anime is.
chivalrous, or the Harpies are migratory. See, it does a much better job of actually explaining its inhabitants and the creatures in it. This doesn't.
I'm pretty sure I did it like BT. You remember my draft, right? The
Oh
one I sent
yeah,
you.
that was actually really damn good, if I'm being honest.
Okay, like compared to this, like how bad is this?
Well, you see, you're comparing a first draft to dog shit.
You're comparing a first draft to a rough draft.
Oh,
This
man.
isn't even a rough draft.
Oh Lord, do you guys think he actually does drafts, or is this like he just finishes them up and then like just calls
I don't
it a
think
day?
he does draft. I think he just writes this up, does basic editing. It's like, okay, this is good enough, and then fucking publishes
I
it.
don't think he does basic editing. That's the thing with all
when
the
you say-
typos.
When you say he finishes, do you mean like ejaculates, or do you mean like?
Oh my god, Rice.
He does both at the
Probably
same
both.
time.
Because I was gonna say, somebody
So
said
he
he.
has-
Zombie, was it you who said he writes it with one hand? Like,
Yes,
one of
I
you guys,
did.
like, yeah.
He finally gets together and he's like, yes. Oh! Finally, I'm done.
This whole book is just leaving me very.
Bruh, Rice, it's like that one scene from Metal Gear Solid 4 where like Raiden gets crushed by a fucking battleship
We're
and
still-
screams Rose at the end.
We're still on
Except
chapter 1.
this time it's him, well, you know.
I imagine, BT, did you ever go back and, like, in MGS2, when Johnny is, like, shitting off the side of the bridge?
I'm gonna be honest, I never found Johnny in there.
Oh, so sad. No, there's a part where, like, he's like, ugh! He's like, just, like, having massive diarrhea off the side of the bridge. Like,
course
this...
he did.
Oh
This is
my
what
god.
This is what I imagine Harman writing this sounds like. Oh my god.
I swear to God, I'm going to subject Haman Smith to Dragon Ball Z Abridged Mr. Popo because this is awful. Listen here, you just wrote a horrible fucking book. I'm going to make your life miserable. Packing order.
She pulled away. She reached into her jacket and pulled out a large, intricate wreath of flowers from inside her jacket. She bent down and gently placed it over her neck. I doubt there are more, but it does not hurt to be safe, she murmured. Jack? Yeah? Call an ambulance. She needs to be taken care of, Lucille told him. I will make arrangements for her to be cared for by the right people in the long term. But for now, the best we can do is make use of basic health care. Jack turned and immediately did what she asked.
Wait. Wasn't he, like, wanted for supposedly,
Rape.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. That's so stupid.
Hey,
What
boys.
kind of fucking story is
What is
Boys-
consistency?
Hey,
Boys,
she got-
I'm gonna read up until a certain point, and you guys are about to celebrate here in like a minute, okay?
Oh god, yes.
Okay.
Oh Lord.
Jack turned and immediately did as she asked. When he returned, she was standing over her. I have done all I can, she declared. I think that she will be fine. Incubi generally do not kill their victims. She looked up at him and met his eye. But that is not something we can start to fix until she wakes up, she said. Until then, we shall leave it to the professionals. She stepped past him and back into the room towards the front door. Jack watched her. Shouldn't we talk to them? They would never believe what happened here, Lucille reminded him. No, we shall retire for the day. We have plenty of things to discuss, Dracos. There was that word again. Why did you call me that? Jack asked curiously. That, Lucille said, her voice quiet, is something that we need to speak about at great length. She turned to the door and opened it. Pray, follow. Chapter 2!
Oh,
Chapter
finally.
2!
We made it, boys. Now, what percent is
Oh.
this?
13!
Oh,
13!
God.
Rice, can you do me a favor? Can you like highlight all the chapter 1 and then post it on like a Word document or something? I want to know how many
Please.
words this is.
please. Just
Yeah, let's... okay.
Oh, can you do it?
Dude, That should
Can
not
I-
be 1/8 of your book. I'm just gonna say.
It shouldn't. Like after
Oh shoot.
Oh, shit.
like
sec.
after she probably
Holy
busted him out of
fuck.
prison, would probably been a good spot to cut it off
That was a
for chapter
gauntlet.
fucking 1.
That was a gauntlet of a chapter 1.
Elden Ring was easier than that.
Elden Ring.
This isn't fun.
Oh, my wife. Okay, so guys, my wife just texted me. She goes, "What are you reading?"
I think that would be one awkward
think that-
conversation. And
I
you're
think
like,
that's-
"Keep it fun."
Bryce, I think that's your cue that you should just stop where you are.
I should just.
That is a fair question to ask. To be fair.
Yeah, she goes, "I'm watching your stream," and she goes, "I don't know what you are reading, but it's terrible."
No.
On that we agree.
You know, I might as well use that screenshot as a fucking joke for a moment. Cause I told him I will devour your cock.
I made it into a
Oh my
sticker.
god.
I have it in my
Oh my
server.
god.
It's beautiful.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna have to do some.
Rolling.
Well, I was hoping it would tell me how many words.
Are you gonna like copy and paste the whole book into a document just to get the word count?
And just to pirate it, just so nobody ever has to pay money for it again.
Oh my
Face.
god. I am not paying $10 just to fucking read this.
What? Can you not download this, or is this like online on cloud only?
Yeah,
It's
paying
on
$10.
Kindle.
Yeah.
I had to pay for it. It was the
Does
worst.
okay. Does Kindle like not tell you the word count?
Oh my god. My
think it
wife
does.
just said, guys, my wife just said in the chat, story time for future kids will be saved will be saved for me.
I don't
Honestly.
blame
Oh
her.
my god, your wife is fucking awesome. That is
she's a real one, guys. She's a real one.
Oh
Your
my
wife is
goodness,
big.
you did well.
She's a keeper.
she
Don't
is.
lose her.
Always cherish. I will never, ever leave my wife for a girl dressed in a maid outfit. That will say,
Who's probably
What about white dress lady?
not even her.
what about big titty European lady with a sword?
That's white
I
dress
think it was
lady.
the same lady, but yeah.
You
That's
know,
white
the
dress
the
lady.
hot goth lady with a sword.
My wife, my wife said, "Thank you, guys."
Zombie.
Oh, you're welcome.
Zombie. She's shittier Arlecchino.
Oh god. Knock off Arlecchino. Oh my god, that saddens me.
I'm sorry. I had to.
No, BT, I hate you.
I'm sorry.
You're gonna pay for my next bottle of vodka. I don't care if you're of legal drinking age or not. You're fucking paying for it.
This
Well,
whole-
you'll have
Years
a
on
long
Psychonauts
wait.
yet, I didn't really.
I don't.
didn't
You're
notice.
paying for it. I don't fucking care.
I have no idea how to even continue past that chapter 1. Chapter 1 felt like the whole book. I felt like
It
that was
really
enough.
This is
Oh, it
a
felt like-
problem. This is
It
a
felt
problem
like
I
3
noticed with
chapters.
fucking Harman's books. Is that Harman's books drag fucking out forever.
Well,
It's-
Are you
I feel
opposed if I go
it's
like,
just-
towards the last chapter and just
it's-
kind of see like what it sounds like?
It's the structuring of the fucking
Probably
book
doesn't
that was
sound
the
any better.
problem.
Probably not. Let me see.
there's a reason why I don't like Stormblood from Final Fantasy XIV because it drags fucking out.
Yeah, let's see. So I skipped towards like the last little stretch.
bit.
I'd say like to 93% of the book.
Hold on. Chapter 1 was 12%. Did you
13.
say?
13%.
13%.
Should not
This is like
be
5
1/8.
chapters. This is a 5-chapter book.
Yeah, pretty
And
much.
he somehow managed to stretch it out.
So if we go, so I'm gonna go to 87%. So 13%
charging
is
for
what we
this.
just read. Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Okay,
wanna
let's
cry.
see here. Let me just like read a couple paragraphs from here. Iselda kneeled down over him, her hands clamped on his shoulders, reassuringly. She had remained a constant in his tumultuous life in the Hellraisers. He was pointing the rifle he had taken from a soldier at a boy, younger than himself, staring up at him in fear. He had been all alone, Soren could recall. torn between the fighting, unable to defend himself, and yet he had acquired an item of some small value. A small tome that instructed those who read it how to use magic. A human using magic in any form to a Hellraiser witch was intolerable. Why do you hesitate, Soren? He beat his lips. He bit his lips, unsure of how to answer.
Beat his lips.
He beat his lips. Can we just take the book from him? Iselda rubbed his shoulders a little. He has already begun to learn from it. He cannot be allowed to live. Soren raised his fingers and placed it on the trigger and stared down the sight. He felt himself go numb. He stared at the boy's face and was able to take it in every detail. He was completely terrified. Soren stared at him intensely, trying to rationalize the action further. Why was he so apprehensive? Kill him, Soren, Iselda said, somewhat impatiently. He is now more than human. He is a threat to us. Allow him to live, and he will someday be a thorn in our side. All right, 1950s Batman villain. Jesus Christ. And
There's
with
even
that
a
all-
1% chance that he's going to turn it against us. Then we have to take it as an absolute certainty.
Yep.
Yeah, that was like 10 times better. And with that, it all clicked into place. He froze, shifting his gaze to the side as he considered her words carefully. More than human? A threat? The boy was exactly like him. Without a second thought, he lowered the rifle and the boy stepped back, clearly edging for a getaway. There's that word again.
Edging?
Iselda pulled
Oh
away
my
from him,
God.
standing to her full height. She was freakishly tall for a woman, standing nearly 7 feet. She glowered down at the boy and raised her arm. Please, Soren shouted at her as he stepped in between them, his hands raised without a second thought. The boy turned and scampered off into the city as fast as he was able. I don't want him to die. For the first time in a long time, he was crying. He had honestly thought for a long time that the eye of the dragon prevented him from doing so. But here he was, sobbing like a child in front of their mother. Iselda stared down at him, her expression becoming increasingly cold. You still have a lot of maturing to do after all, she said at last, once his wail started to die down. You see too much of yourself in your enemy, Soren. You must kill your compassion, your empathy. Embrace the change that death will bring to this world. Find that
just
boy
straight up bad
and kill
guys.
him.
What the fuck?
Who are these people?
I mean,
I assume they get us. I assume.
Oh, guys, this is connected to Cruel and Beautiful.
Oh no!
Guys, this is fucking connected to Cruel and Beautiful. I'm gonna come down here to this. He wanted the Brides of Dracula managed to liberate Germany from the Order of the Dragon, who had been trying to seize the country since the end of the Second World War, but was quite unable to deal with the unexpected rise of the new Red Army in the harsh Russian winters.
Oh no!
Oh
It's the
my
Harman literary universe.
We're getting the Harman verse.
The Harman
Okay.
verse.
Oh my god, guys!
Ooh, we connected the dots. It's all come full circle.
Okay, wait a minute. Okay, so
thought-
now I'm curious though. Does this give? Despite this reputation, however, he still found himself in more than one conflict with their enemies.
I'll be back.
Okay. The Brides of Dracula, the current rulers of the Noctis and the Order of the Dragon, the descendants of an ancient
Look,
mythhood that
Rice,
defend their
Nier
countries
is
from the
screaming at you to stop. He is just fucking fuming. Nier, I'm sorry. I'll give you hugs after this.
See, this just motivates me to keep writing one of my stories.
Oh, fuck.
So that I can
Oh.
actually say I have surpassed
You're a
Harman
better
Smith.
writer than Harman.
Yes.
I'm
Yo,
a
guys,
fucking- I'm a fucking amateur when it comes to writing, and I'm a better writer than Harman.
I think we can all say that, for fuck's sake.
Okay. I'm not going to read any more of this, but I do have one more thing I want to say.
Nier is just spamming my chat with meme, kill, burn, meme, kill,
you want-
burn, meme,
You
kill,
want to
burn.
die?
All right, listen up. I'm saying one more thing, and this is it. He shifted the gun to wand mode.
What?
To what?
To wand mode.
Where?
Why?
I'm taking it. Harman.
He shifted the gun to wand mode.
Harman.
The
I hope you're happy with yourself. Because now I'm taking a swig
Gun
from this
is
bottle.
the most
I hope
powerful
you're okay
magic
with
spell of all. I can't.
I can't.
Oh,
I literally
alright.
just took a
Alright.
drink.
I'm pulling out the Captain Morgan. I can't do this
I-
shit.
Oh,
I
fuck.
literally just took a swig from my fucking vodka bottle.
Okay, I don't know if we need to read any more of this right now.
Like,
All right, you know what?
Jesus.
I give up. Nope. Mm-mm.
I can't. I
My-
can't.
Chapter 1 was a gauntlet. I don't fucking even know if I need any more of this right now. Fuck me.
I know I've like barely spoken this entire call, but like I'm sure you still heard like the mild disappointment in my voice.
Oh, we can hear it right
You-
now.
you-
You are
100%.
very dead.
You can probably hear the frustration in my voice right now. Like, fuck.
Yeah, it is. It's like thinly veiled, but I
Oh
can. It's still audible.
I
Because
just took a
I am-
shot of 100 proof. I had to. Oh
Hell
my god,
yes.
guys.
I
Oh,
little known fact, Mommy, I fucking love reading. I fucking love literature to death. This fucking hurts me. Even fucking more since I am a massive fucking fantasy fan.
Oh, this goes beyond hurting. This goes.
This is agony. This is pure fucking garbage.
I'm a huge sci-fi fantasy
decided
nerd
to-
as well, and I love D&D for fuck's sakes. I play D&D. This is just god's awful in terms of fantasy.
This
Harry
world-
Potter
I
is a better
decide to
fantasy.
return to the YouTube fray for 2 seconds since I have a bit of time in between college stuff, and this is what I return to.
I actually had a day off.
I
where
have no
can
words. I
chill
just need
and
alcohol facts,
fucking-
Wesley.
anybody.
Wait, what did they
Yeah.
actually? Wait,
Mir, don't
Rice,
kill yourself.
Yeah.
what did they actually vote in regards to me playing Destiny?
I don't know.
don't think we
nobody
voted.
said anything on mine. Psycho
Bruh.
got most. Psycho's got most of the people that watch both of us. I think that's the.
I don't know if
Oh,
anyone
I guess
voted
that
on your
one.
Destiny shit, to be fair.
Yeah.
You know what? Destiny has better writing than this book.
If it's
I
out
said it!
number, I did get off, so as in I got off Destiny, not got off. Period.
Oh my god! Look what popped up on my recommended. Succubus is the edgiest game on Steam.
Oh yeah, I actually own that game. I'm not joking. I actually own it.
Oh,
It's
Horny.
probably better.
Horny.
The best way I could describe it is the horny version of Doom.
Yeah. Okay.
That's
well,
really the
it's-
best way I can describe
I am
Succubus.
hoping
it's
very
horny
hard. You know what? This for my stream. Is there anything we can watch as a palate cleanser for like 5
I was
minutes?
also thinking that.
Hi,
Something funny.
because I can switch. the
Oh wait a
stream
minute!
over.
Wait a minute! Hey! I got something for you.
Oh
Hold
god.
on. I got something for you. I think Psycho knows where I'm going with this.
Possibly.
Ooh.
All right, give me one moment here.
Oh,
Let me
Stu,
switch the
Stu.
screen over.
I saw Stu. What's this channel called?
Well, I have his like Google Drive.
Yeah, but the channel you can still find some stuff on is called Robotic Bagel.
Okay. Let me real quick
The fuck?
switch this off. Sorry, one second
Rice.
here.
What was that?
I don't know, but I switched it over. So
Yeah,
Hey.
I'm just doing some basic double checks for my Malcolm video that I'm working on. I just haven't had time to record shit.
Okay. All right, boys. You ready? Stu reviews pumpkin bagels with cream cheese.
The hell is that thumbnail?
What? What?
Okay. What are we watching and why?
I don't know.
It
Rice, what
says
did you get
robotic
into?
productions up here.
Rice, what the fuck?
Rice, this is supposed to be a palate cleanser. Don't make me kill
Do
you.
you not feel cleansed?
No,
No.
I do not. I feel more bad than I did before. I feel worse now.
Robotic bagel production. Robotic bagel production. Robotic bagel production.
Hey guys, Stu here,
There we go, there's Stu.
There he
and I
is.
have a very special announcement. Today starting, because it's October, the month of bagels.
What?
What?
I can't wait to dig in.
Why does he sound like Kermit the Frog? Like
I can't wait to dive right in.
He sounds like fucking Kermit the Frog.
Today's
He's
bagel.
got a
That's
stereotypical
you.
fucking
Pumpkin
Canadian
bagel.
accent.
Hello,
Yeah.
hello everybody. Today
It's a
we're
very good
reviewing fucking
aroma.
bagels.
It's like pumpkin bread. It's not too
Pumpkin
sweet.
bread.
So anyway,
We have bags of milk.
put some foil on there because my mom doesn't want me to get the plate dirty. She wants to save the plate.
get the plate
So just pop the bagel on there, and I'll let you see me putting the cream cheese on live.
It was like, unironically one of the most.
cheese on live.
This is double
Schmear.
pumpkin-
Honestly-
Schmear. Hold on, look. You see this
Schmear.
shit? Schmear.
You know what?
Double
Honestly-
whipped.
Honestly, Stu is like unironically one of the most wholesome people ever to watch.
Honestly.
Like he's just so, I don't know, like he's funny, but not in like a way where you laugh at him because
You
you
laugh
don't.
with him.
It's kind of
Yeah.
with him. Yeah.
Oh
Like
my god.
he's just great.
Oh, fuck.
Double whipped pumpkin smear.
His name was like
Schmear.
Robot Bagel Productions.
Robot fucking bagel.
A
Right?
schmear.
Robotic Bagel.
Focus.
I don't have any clean knives,
I don't have
so I'm just gonna put it on with this fork.
I'm gonna put it on with the fork.
Okay. I'll show you guys the inside. My dad already got into this. But, okay. So let's just take
That's
some out.
Take some out.
that does not look right. That does not look like no.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so
The
I
fuck is
said in
he
my
doing?
Q&A that the inspiration for the name Robotic Bagel was from a pumpkin bagel. I went over to the Einstein's Bagels, and they had pumpkin bagels. It's the season, you know, they're on in fall. I think to November. These are the official bagel of choice of Robotic Bagel. So, you know,
Okay.
if you're a fan, you know, you might want to give these a go. I definitely approve. And the pumpkin cream cheese is very good too. I haven't had one this year. It's been a whole year since I've eaten one of these bad boys.
What the fuck?
Last time I remember
This is
though,
a
they
big
were
old
pretty-
beefy boy.
Really. And
Big old beefy boy.
let me see what the cream cheese smells like.
Oh yeah. How do you do that, Stu?
It just smells like cream cheese. I can't really smell any pumpkins.
Cream cheese has a smell. Wait,
I
hold
know.
on.
Okay, so we've got a fully loaded.
Oh, never mind. My
Loaded.
roommate
First
just
bite.
left. I was gonna ask him like
Okay.
what cream cheese smelled
Hey.
like.
Robotic bagel. This is gonna be a big
Shit.
moment.
Big moment,
The
guys.
first time Robotic Bagel eats a bagel on cam.
Wait, rewind.
That was the most unnatural.
I got a screenshot.
He
I got
just
a-
My man dives the fuck in.
he just he's like a zombie just tearing into someone.
Holy
His book is like
shit.
if you took Stark's straw manning and multiplied it by 1,000. Yeah, I can see that near.
Wait, shit! I forgot to put the image. All right, there you go.
You gotta eat that whole fucking bagel, man.
Damn.
Oh.
Why did you turn the light on?
Oh.
The
Why
lights
did? Why?
Here's the
So
Yeah,
first he absolutely tore into the bagel, then he turns out the lights and no one sees him murder it at the end.
He just murdering that poor bagel. Someone call the cops. Call the bagel police.
Call somebody. Call Brugger.
Call an ambulance, but not for Stu.
FBI, open up.
He has to rip and tear until it's done.
Yes. Stu is
Is
the
he gonna eat
true
the other
Doom
bagel on
Slayer.
cam too?
Rip and tear until it is done.
When the stew music kicks in.
Want Psycho to bite me like that? What the fuck, Nier?
Wait,
He is installing
Rice,
he is
you gotta
putting
send me
forth,
the fucking MP4 for that shit.
He's,
What if I just sent you the whole drive for it?
He's,
You know what? That works.
he is
honestly.
he is going for he is establishing Mr. Popo's fucking pecking order is what he's doing.
He is
All right,
asserting,
back
he is
into it.
asserting dominance.
Really good, actually.
Popo's about to teach you the pecking
What
order.
is that frame, Rice? Excuse me. No,
Oh my
do not
God.
change the frame. Oh, you
Yeah,
fucker.
right.
Yeah, you know, pretty good.
I would have got a
I got a
screen-
picture.
Actually.
I got a picture.
I'm getting a
He
screen.
looks so mad.
Uh,
He looks so mad.
I just
I got it.
ordered the bagel. It
I
was
gotta download.
good.
I gotta download this video.
Oh my fucking god.
And also using Opera GX based.
Hey baby, you know how it be.
Yeah, I use Opera GX and I love it. And for my wallpaper, I have a picture of Jacko from Guilty Gear because I like Jacko.
Horny.
Psycho, get in
Horny.
here. I will be there
Horny.
very soon.
Listen.
Nier.
Horny.
Listen, okay.
Horny. Horny.
Okay, listen.
Horny.
Stu
Hold
does
on.
make everything
Hear
better.
me out. Let me explain. If I was horny, it'd be Jacko naked.
but anyway,
Then it would be horny.
it's very
But yeah,
good.
Stu does make
Zombie, I
everything
have
better.
no doubt you probably have that somewhere.
He is a great palette
I
cleanser.
do have a very interesting
If I
wallpaper
had to
on
compare it to
Wallpaper Engine. I
something,
don't
the
use it.
cheese, I would
Wait,
say,
what?
It's very
I'm not gonna go into further detail. Don't want to get rights age restricted.
Fair
The
enough.
zombie fan rabbit hole.
It's just a rabbit hole of horniness. Everyone's worried about the Chinese government getting their fucking data. Guess what? The Chinese government will just see how fucking down bad I am.
really wouldn't matter.
They'll just be like, okay, let's take a look at this man's search
Thank
history.
you,
Oh
Rice.
god, oh god.
Oh,
So
fucking
that's
hell.
funny. It's like I remember one time, Zombie, you had like horny posted on the timeline,
Oh god.
and I liked your post, and then one of my mutuals like pinged me in an NSFW channel of a server we were in and said, "Explain." I simply just responded in all caps with, "I'm horny."
Oh my god, that's awesome.
Like there was nothing else to say. Like why else do you think I would be liking horny shit on the timeline? Huh?
Exactly.
What do you think? Anyways,
Okay.
before I will not say any more than that.
I'm trying to find. I have something genuinely fantastic, and I'm trying to find it real quick.
Wait, do you guys want to see one of Cavernacle's videos on fucking Warhammer?
Oh god, no, I do not have
Oh.
the energy for that.
Fair enough. I feel like Psycho's probably burned out. At the
I am
moment, so
very burnt out.
Harman Smith
he'll
killed him.
probably descend into madness.
I'm very burnt out.
It is. It's bad. It's bad.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. I got another little something for you.
That literally just took the fucking soul out of me for the day. Like, Jesus fuck.
You have a soul?
What was left of it.
I never had a soul.
Guys.
Mangina. When a guy pulls his dick and balls back between his legs, forming a basket of fruit behind him, and then putting his legs together to simulate the look of a vagina. That's my hairy mangina.
Why, Stu? Oh God, I imagined it. Oh.
Oh,
My
Guys,
god.
look at this tab up here.
Hold on.
Tab? What is it? Oh, it's poor.
Of course it is.
Man's
That's
more
like-
down bad than me.
That's like the oldest thing in the book. Like, I think that just sells it to me that he's satirical, honestly.
Yeah,
Yes,
He is. He is.
We
funny,
knew
though.
that.
Especially when he pronounces
China.
Mangina.
He is funny.
Oh, can we just have stew and nothing else? I wish. Holy fuck. Stew is a good palate cleanser. That's all I have to say.
Hey guys, Stu here.
I wish we could meet Stu.
Back again with another video.
Same. It's a shame he
today,
shut his channel down.
It really is.
He's just
I
eating
love-
the pizza.
Eugene was. He made a water review a long time ago. And,
What?
We've gotten so many requests to do a bunch of different kinds of waters. So, in order to cover them all, I'm gonna do two at once here. We've got the Nestle Pure Life and the Arrowhead.
It's fucking water.
So this one is chilled and the other one is not. That might affect my enjoyment, but we're just gonna dive right in here with
No,
the
water
Nestle
better.
Pure Life. Let me just unscrew both of these.
I am going to,
In retrospect, I think this is what people who watched Nier's videos think that his mic quality used to sound like, even though it's what they want back.
I'm gonna head out for the night, guys.
Okay.
Alright, BC.
Alright,
I'll
BT.
see you later. Also,
Thank you for
Zombie,
coming
you
by,
are
man.
not getting your vodka from me. Fuck you.
No, you will
the
fucking. I
Nestle
will fucking get it. I will hold that over your head.
Oh. Anyways,
Sounds
see you
all-
Time to
guys.
make a Twitter post. Time to make a Twitter
Bye,
post.
boys.
He sounds almost like Kermit, kinda, yeah.
Pure Life?
Fucking, you know what? I will literally stay on call just to listen to you fucking post that on Twitter.
Okay.
Refreshing.
Post it up.
Now the Arrowhead. The Arrowhead tastes a bit sour compared to this, which is just all refreshing. Now both at the same time.
You know, they don't tell you this, but that was the original concept for Two Girls, One Cup.
Oh god. There we go. I posted it on Twitter. I even added BT. I just said that BT 3025 owes me a bottle of vodka now.
I'm just gonna respond with cope.
And I'll be like, give me my fucking
Spilled
vodka.
some on my shirt.
I spilled it on my shirt.
You know what? I'm actually gonna retweet it just because it's fucking funny.
This is what I'm like when I'm drunk. I just have no
As
filter.
far as I can tell, the
I mean, hey,
Arrowhead
alcohol
simply
does
doesn't
remove
stack
your
up to the Nestle Pure
inhibition,
Life.
So
I like how
Give me my
he's just
fucking
devouring
I know we've
pizza.
gotten a lot of requests for Aquafina.
Yeah, and I'm done drinking for the night. Holy fuck.
That one's coming.
He's just devouring a pizza while
As soon
trying
as
to
I get my
review
hands
this.
on one, they don't have it at Walmart anymore. I
I'm
looked
laughing
for it
at
the other
Stu.
day.
I'm laughing at this Twitter thread. I'm laughing at fucking everything tonight.
Thank you, Stu. Good lord.
He's a national treasure, honestly.
I got time for one more bit of stew, and then I'm probably gonna call it for my stream.
Okay.
What the freaking heck, guys?
What the
I am
freaking
so
heck?
pissed off right now.
What the freaking
you won't
heck,
even
guys?
believe it. I've got the flu. After I
I've
get
got
my
the
damn
flu.
flu shot, my mom says, "Oh, it'll help. It'll help. You won't get the flu." Well, here I am. I got the damn flu. Okay, I don't like needles.
the damn flu.
You don't
That
like
shit
needles.
didn't help one bit. Cause I'm sick as hell right now.
Weak as hell.
But that's not what I'm pissed about, alright? I don't care. I don't care that I'm missing
Are you
finals,
pissed they didn't
whatever.
get laid?
Freaking... I go down to Subway. Subway is one of my favorite restaurants. I've eaten their sandwiches in a lot of my videos, and it's always the same thing. It's always either flatbread or, Italian herbs and cheese bread.
Mm-hmm.
Toasted with jalapeno, lettuce, tomato, onion, turkey.
I thought you didn't like
provolone,
onions.
Banana peppers, and it's
He
it's
got
a
onions
great
on his...
sandwich.
Wait,
I
no,
really
in his
like
onion
it.
review,
Oh.
he got onions on stuff and he didn't like it.
and I get red wine vinaigrette on there.
Oh.
I go down there today.
It burns.
I'm wearing a mask, of course, because I got the flu. You know, I was wearing a mask.
Based before COVID.
I was gonna
I
say.
say red wine vinaigrette after the whole sandwich is made, and they say Subway discontinued that. I almost got out of there, you know? I almost said, forget the sandwich, but you know, I'm not that kind of person.
Clearly.
My whole life, I've ordered red wine vinaigrette on my sandwiches at Subway.
Fancy.
And I can tell you one thing, I am not going to eat there until it's back.
This is just what the fuck.
They've lost a loyal customer. I eat at Subway, I would say, at least once a week. At least. This is an open letter to Subway. I want you to bring back the red wine vinaigrette. I don't want it to be like
I'm gonna
a
boycott
limited time
Subway.
thing. No, I want it back for good. Okay.
For good, okay?
Because honestly, without that dressing, your restaurant is just another sandwich shop. It's mediocre at best without that dressing, to me. Anyway.
God. Stu being brutal.
Stu
It's
is
not
just,
the same.
Stu
I'm
is
eating a
just living
dry
his best
sandwich
life.
right now.
Put him in a body bag. Look at that face.
Not gonna lie, if I met him IRL, I would probably be friends with Stu. Just
Oh,
because of how
100%.
fucking wholesome he is.
He is pretty funny.
This
Yeah.
is what happens when dollar store Ron Weasley gets mad at Subway.
That's
Bring
that's
back
a new one.
red wine vinaigrette dressing at Subway. And I was gonna start a petition, but then I realized there's probably already a pre-existing one, and I don't want to like split it.
Bruh.
So anyway, bring it back, Subway. I'm pissed off. Stew out.
My fucking god. Stu out.
Stew out.
Oh, fucking hell. Stu is great. I'm probably gonna call it there for my stream though.
That sounds
Okay.
good, man. I think I'll probably end the stream there. I really don't know that I have much more to say, honestly.
Honestly, same here.
I want to burn that book in a fire.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. All I have to say is
Nier,
he shifted the gun to wand mode.
Nier, I'm gonna need you after stream for hugs and kisses because I'm just burnt out. I'm dead. Fuck, that
Get
book
out
killed
and
me.
also get to writing my own story just out of pure spite for Harman.
Yeah, please do that, BT.
Alright.
Do it.
But
Like,
anyways,
Like I had to restart the entire fucking third chapter just because of how fucked it felt.
Hey,
yeah.
BT, if you're ever in question of like what you got to do, you just got to shift your gun to wand mode. Okay.
shift your
That's
gun
all
to
it is.
wand mode.
Shift your gun to wand mode, baby.
Words to live by, everyone. And with that, I'm gonna end the
And
stream.
the teenagers.
Alrighty,
Yeah,
boys.
come back
You
for
know
more
you
quality
know.
therapy, guys. Peace out.
That is the end of stream.